Now we're with Coach Whitaker. Coach, a lot of things that we kind of went as this season gets going here. There's a lot of things that have really came on new this year. What things are you looking forward to with this group of guys this year?
I mean, I just think we have a really special group. I think this is the hardest working group I've ever been around. They've just worked incredibly hard in the off season, spring and summer. I mean, I feel like our entire team showed up to every summer off-season workout. So I'm just really looking forward to seeing all their hard work pay off.
And with that, you have a lot of seniors and juniors that have seen a lot of playing time. But there's a lot of younger classmen that are coming here that are putting that work in. As a coach, seeing that right away, how important that is that to you?
I mean, it's huge because we want to build a program. I think we talked about this last year, but I mean, you have to build the program from the ground up, and that starts in the youth league and then through the junior high. And so I've seen a lot of progress here just in the last couple of years, and I mean, I think we're going to even see results with our freshmen this year starting to pay off. So.
And for you, your coaching time here, last year you were the man at the reins, the first time being the man at the reins that last year. Now it's second year. What has your coaching? What does it feel like going into your second year?
I mean, time flies. This is going to be my 15th season overall, which I can't believe. I mean, I just still feel blessed to be in this position. And, you know, I feel like last year I was running around like a chicken with its head cut off, you know, trying to I had so many tasks. I didn't know what to do. So this year I feel a little more organized. I feel like I can delegate and put more onto my assistant coaches and just focus more on the program and really what we're trying to build in the big picture. So I think last year I was a little more chaotic, but this year I feel a little more organized and just excited.
Well, speaking of feeling organized and with all that, the Leadership Council, that's something really new. Let's talk about that for a few minutes because that is something that is extremely special and awesome that you guys are doing this year. Where did the idea come from for you guys to start this?
So at a clinic, I heard a guy talking about how, you know, he kind of delegates a lot of decisions to his players. And, you know, when I was a part of a team, a successful team, it was always the players that were leading. It was never the coaches. Like, we never had to worry about the coaches doing a lot of discipline or focusing on the small things. And so I kind of wanted to implement something within our program to really not only let the players lead, but teach them how to lead. You know, we always wanted to try to develop good men, wanted to become good husbands, good fathers, good employees. And so this is kind of part of that. You can't just give somebody a task and not teach them how to do it too. And so our leadership council is being taught by Coach Watkins. He's done a great job with it, going through a book, kind of just learning how to lead other people and lead a team. And so, you know, they've worked with the moms, they've worked with the youth league, they've communicated with their team, made big time decisions. And so I'm just really proud of the development, and I'm just hoping to see that progress as we go along.
And with that, there's some other teams that are taking notice to what you guys are doing. That's going to be rewarding to know that you guys are kind of setting a trend maybe for some things we're going to see with other teams doing in the future.
Yeah, and so the author works at Grace. He came by and listened to us talk, and he never intended it to be for players. He intended that book to be for coaches. But he loved the perspective and the idea that we had. He really wants us to try to write and author our own book as well, which is something we're trying to work on. You know, we're inspiring some, like the Grace baseball team, some of those things like that. And so it's just really cool to see a small idea that has a really good purpose behind it really start to pay off and just already make the impact that it is.
And that's something that's truly awesome. Like you said, making the impact. You talk about making that impact. The camp, you guys had quite a turnout of young people there. I got to see it firsthand this year with one of my son doing it for the first year. That's something really special, and you guys had a great turnout. Talk about how important it was, that awesome turnout you guys had.
Yeah, it just goes back to building the program, right? You got to build it from the ground up, and so we want to get as many little kids out here as we can just to get them excited to play the game of football. I mean, I think it's the best sport in the world. It's my all-time favorite sport, and I think the more we can get those young kids involved just to have fun with it, the more the program's going to develop, but it also gives those guys a chance to get out and give back. You know, it's important that those older varsity players get out and give back to those younger kids because just like Dante had mentioned, when he was young, he was looking up to those older kids. And so just another opportunity for them to get out and give back.
And for you, I talk about the off-season workouts, and like you talk about building a program and doing that stuff. These guys this season have been impressive. I mean, I know I'm talking to you in our conversations. These guys are showing up every day. How awesome is that as a coach to just say, you know what, I got guys that want to be here and want to play? Because that for you makes you, I mean, that just that switch. Get ready to come out here on a Friday night.
I think it's my walk from my coach's office down to the locker room before we get together and we pray as a team. It's just that special moment when I walk around that corner and I see all those guys, you know, they're all ready to go, they're focused, they're lasered in. It's a special moment just between us and them. You know, I love those guys, and so that opportunity to pray for them, to be with them as we prepare for battle, it's a special moment.
And for you, okay, we'll go back to the very first question. Would you rather go back in time or forward in time if you had a chance to time travel?
I'd like to go back in time. I think I'm a simple man. Go back to simpler times.
I don't blame you there. Things would be a lot simpler, especially in today's society. I don't blame you there, but for you, what time period would you want to go back to?
Oh man, that's a good question.
I'd be kind of okay with the Old West and stuff like that. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, back before technology really took
Yes.
off, the real simple times. I think, my grandparents, maybe a little bit before that, early 1900s.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a good time to go.
All right. Well, football, you kind of had leather helmets and then too, so football would look a little bit different.
Yeah, a little bit. I'd still play it.
You still play? Yeah. Okay. Well, with that being said, Coach, good luck this season. Look forward to some awesome things out here on the field, as we'll see on Friday nights. And until next time, remember the Trojan way. Welcome, everyone, to this year's football season. We're going to have our player interview starting with Ben McFarland. Ben, it's good to have you. First interview I think you've ever done for us.
Yeah, yep.
So for you, what about this season, your senior season, are you looking forward to the most?
Just having a fun time with the guys and bringing home a couple championships.
And for you guys, last year things kind of went a different direction. You got more playing time. What's it like with this group that you're looking forward more to playing with this group this coming season?
I think we've worked a lot harder in the off season, throwing up weights and just doing a lot more drills to get ready for the.
That is to build that relationship with your brothers on the team.
Yeah, so we started this leadership council, which it's been doing pretty well lately, and we've been studying books and learning a lot of things to help our team grow.
And with that team grow, and with that stuff that's new, and what things do you guys do to help build that relationship? Well, I mean, you read books and stuff, but what kind of things are you guys reading?
We've been reading this book called The Shepherd. It's basically step by step how to become a better leader and help your team grow.
And for you as a leader on this team and an upperclassman, how are the younger players and really set the example for the younger players that are coming up in the program?
It just gives us an idea what to show them, what to teach them, what drills they need to get better at, what drills that might not be for them, and yeah.
So for you, we talked about, I was here with the youth camp. My son was obviously in it last week. For you, what was the most fun part about getting to work with the little kids?
Just showing them the fundamentals and what it's like to play football with older kids, and just showing them a good time pretty much.
And with that, what things would you give those guys advice as far as in their young football career?
Just have fun, play the game, and make relationships along the way.
So with the football season, it's only a couple months. You talked about the off-season workout program. How important is putting that work in the off-season? Granted, now you play different sports where you play basketball and other sports. How important is it to put that work in the off-season?
I think it's one of the most important aspects to any sport, really. If you're not putting in the work during the off-season, you're not going to get very far when it comes to Friday nights.
When we speak about Friday nights, what gets you fired up before a game? I mean, what do you do to get yourself all prepared and fired up for you strap up and cross through these gates on a Friday night?
Well, nothing's better than Whitaker giving us the old speech and just heading out with the guys.
All right, so the fun question. I had a few, but I kind of want to make it easy since I like you guys and want to make it easy for you. You have two choices. You have to explain them both. Would you rather go back in time or forward in time if you had the chance to time travel?
I'd say probably go back in time and probably work harder when it came to freshman and 8th grade year.
Well, Whitaker could have saw a little bit earlier and he could have got you out there a little faster. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Ben, we're looking forward to what you do this year, buddy. Congratulations on your senior year, and look forward to talking to you some more this season. All right, welcome everyone to the Trojan Tundra. As tonight we get the regular season underway as Triton welcomes in now non-conference opponent, the LaVille Lancers. It's number 7 versus number 8. Triton sitting there in the number 7 spot. LaVille coming down from 2A, sitting there at number 8. Of course, Ray, we played in these two games. LaVille leads the all-time series 39-7, with 39 wins. This is the 59th meeting between these two teams. I mean, playing against. I mean, you play in these games. This is a big game for either side.
Every year it's always a dogfight. We're coming out and we know LaVille. We got to be playing our best football, even if it's the first game of the year. We got to be coming out strong.
And LaVille ended last year with a loss in the regional to Lafayette Central Catholic. This team was really good. They graduated a lot of players. I mean, no more Lucas Plummer that used to go out there and play the quarterback spot. Eric Bedock on the left side of the line. There's a lot of underclassmen, but they still have a lot of very good skill players.
Absolutely, yeah. Young players, but does not mean they lack any sort of skill. They're going to learn from those upperclassmen just like we did over here on the Triton.
And, of course, Cody Allen, one that kind of comes to mind as far as a guy who's going to be a playmaker over 1,000 yards last year with what he was able to do. And then, of course, Collins Arnecki there in the quarterback spot with what he was able to do. And, Jonathan Neese, there's a lot of guys in there you really have to like for this LaVille offense.
Yeah, there are a lot of players you got to be looking out for. There's not just one certain player you're chasing every single time. You're looking at a bunch of different skill players all over.
And, of course, you flip the other side there. You got Triton on the other side, a team that, a little different look. You lost a couple key guys, but yet there's a lot of experience out there that's on the field this year for this Trojan team that a lot of underclassmen are still juniors, but these guys have had a lot of playing time since their freshman year.
From the very beginning, yeah, they're watching the older players. They're learning reps just on the sideline, and now they're getting their chance to get in and see some real live reps.
And there's a lot to like about these two teams. Of course, coming into tonight, number 7 versus number 8, but something new we're going to start this year. Our weather forecast tonight is brought to you by Triton student-athlete Liam Watkins. His report for the night is at the start of the game tonight, it's going to be about 76 degrees with moderate humidity, a 4-mile-an-hour southeast wind, and heavily cloudy skies. Around halftime, the early third quarter, the sun's going to set, and temperatures will be pretty quick, dropping down to around 60, 70 degrees with the light wind still present and clouds moving out for a practically clear sky by the end of the game. That's tonight's weather report from Liam Watkins.
A year ago when we was up at LaVille, we remember how hot that game was in that scoreboard or in that press box. So
about 25 people in that press box as well.
Plenty warm up there. So a little bit different conditions here this year for this matchup.
Of course, something new we're going to do this year. Liam's working towards being a meteorologist. That's what his career path is. So when I talked to him at the football party, and I was like, that's something we got to do. That's something we got to do. Of course, I'm Andy O'Hara. Alongside me here tonight is Braden Cunningham, Kenny Barnhart, and the Hall of Famer Ryan Limber up here in the press box. We'll have our student team of Braylon, Caden, Silas Lewis, and Chris also making his regular season debut out there for us on the sideline cameras here tonight. Going back to what these two teams and what we talked about, what we're going to see on offense, what kind of things are we going to see from this LaVille team, Braden?
We're going to see some running hard. We're going to see Jonathan Neese, especially at that fullback position. He's a great blocker. You're going to see that right out the gate. He's coming hard downfield, getting to that next level, and you're going to see Cody Allen following right behind. So we're going to have to be working hard on that defense for Triton.
And you flip on the flip side, for Triton's offensive line is going to have their hands busy have their hands full because this is a big front for these guys, and they're tough up front.
Yeah, there's a lot of size. You got to be firing low. As soon as that ball moves, you're firing out.
And Cade Hernandez, watching him on film, him and Brock Guest are two guys that are just, you put those two big boys down there on the line, they just move real estate in a hurry.
They're going to be causing some major trouble tonight.
Now on the flip side, Triton, that defense last week when we saw them play against Jimtown, they really held their own. I mean, they really didn't give a whole lot of big chunk plays. They kept everybody in front of them. A lot of things to really like about that Triton defense.
Absolutely. It's something you need to see, especially coming out from some good linemen that you're going to face tonight at LaVille. So really making Jimtown work last week and drive all the way down the field, using up all their plays just to get one touchdown. It's something you really need to see when facing the LaVille Lancers tonight.
And watching film this week and what we kind of saw for me watching, it's going to come down who wins that. I mean, we always say, it comes down to one thing or the other, but for me, it's going to come down to the battle of the trenches tonight.
I completely agree. Off that line.
And that O-line for either side is going to be real important because you got two very strong defenses. Their front seven on both sides are very good. But it's that second level for either side. Those guys are willing to tackle as well.
Absolutely, yeah. You got to be coming downhill from those linebackers to fill those missing gaps that we don't have in the D-line.
And, of course, on the Triton side, offensively we'll get the starters here in just a little bit. But there's a lot to like. There's skill players all around. They're able to throw the ball around. They're able to do a lot of things with this offense.
Absolutely, yeah. There's not just one threat. We're not just only run team, only pass. We're all over, and it's going to keep the LaVille Lancers on their toes.
And Triton is 7-5, have 7 home wins here against the Lancers. They've won 11 times here at the Trojan Tundra. This is week 2, and this is a conference game.
Yeah,
it's just a little bit different because now they're in the Indiana Northern State Conference, and now of course Triton stays in the Hoosier North. But this game means just as much as it did, even if they were still conference opponents.
Absolutely, conference game or not, it's season home opener. I feel like it's almost more important.
And two teams that can definitely, they have the potential to go a distance. I know we're early in the season, but on paper and what you've seen from these two teams last year, they have potential to make a run at either conference or if you want to make a run at the sectional, and they could potentially meet down the road.
Either team could be the conference champions for their conference and then meet later down the road.
And two coaches, both. I mean, if you look at the two flip side, both in their second year. Coach Kaiser with 11 wins his credit last year. Coach Whitaker 8-4 and took his team to a sectional championship appearance. These are two very good coaches with a very storied background, if you will.
Yeah, they have a lot under their belt, both of them. Great football backgrounds, and they're going to be leading their teams very well. You know they're well coached on the sidelines.
Of course, it's going to be a beautiful night, as Liam pointed out. Kenny, I think we'll take these days as long as we can, because you never know what it's going to look like from here on out.
Yeah, because heat coming in next week, that game at Bremen here next week, as long as weather permitting, we'll probably do it from the
opposing bleachers.
Yeah, the visitors' bleachers. We always like that outdoor atmosphere when that weather's good. So, it could be a little warm up there. We keep the rain away. But, yeah, for tonight, about a perfect evening you could have.
I mean, wind and everything, you look at it, I think tonight either team wants to air it out. Braden, I think both teams will be able a chance to really throw the ball around or do whatever they want to do tonight because perfect conditions.
Yeah, nothing holding them back on the condition side of things. It's all just going to be what they can do there in that huddle and break it out on the field.
So for you, playing against LaVille, we talked about how tough it is. What's a moment for you that when you really started to get your varsity playing time, that it was like, these guys are for real?
I go back to my junior year. That was when I first actually started playing varsity. And that game, we were at LaVille, and we actually took it to overtime. Yep. It was back and forth, 0-0, whole time. And it was just a complete dogfight. Those blue jerseys, you're firing out head-to-head. It's going to the whistle at the very end of the game.
And a lot of these players, they know one another, especially these games against schools that are nearby. I mean, obviously everybody knows everybody real well, and that just makes the competitiveness that much better, Kenny, as we've kind of seen. Like we called that game where it was deadlocked and close, and Cole and Anthony, they had a chance there at the end to put points up to win the game, and it didn't quite go through, and then it just kind of went from there. But that was probably one of the most fun football games I think we've called.
And that was one of them, even there right before halftime, had that free kick.
That was last year.
Yeah, I mean last year with that free for that free kick. So you always know LaVille is going to have something, hey, take a little advantage of and go with it.
And Kaiser's not afraid to throw some trickery in there and dig deep into his playbook as well. And Coach Whitaker also can do the same thing. I think you want to see two young head coaches that are going to be around for a while, that are going to be butting heads and facing each other on a Friday night. These are two coaches that are going to be a lot of fun to watch.
It'll be a rivalry for sure.
So that being said, we're about 10 minutes away. We'll have the school song, national anthem, and after that, we'll be back with our commentary right here on the Triton Tourism Sports Network with football here on Friday night.
Star-Spangled Banner's up.
Doesn't know where it's at.
Good evening. Welcome to the Trojan Trench and the Triton community, the entire staff and student body of the Triton Junior Senior High School. We welcome the LaVille Lancers as our guests at tonight's contest. Triton Junior Senior High School and LaVille are playing this event through an agreement entered into by both schools. As members of the IHSAA, both schools have agreed to abide by the bylaws of the IHSAA to ensure the highest possible standards of conduct during the event today.
Play it.
When I used to use LPs when I was your age, that's what happened when I was scratching.
Straight on exploration and
Never heard this?
That'll be funny. I will laugh.
Welcome again. Will you please stand for the playing of the national anthem? Triton Marching Band will do that for us now.
Set. I want correction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, everyone, as we get the national anthem out of the way there and the pregame festivities, we'll go ahead with our starting lineups as they head out for the coin toss. We're going to start with the Triton offense. Out there, once Kenny gets it ready to go, out there for quarterback, we'll have Ben McFarland with Vinny Prater and Jaden Overmeyer in the backfield. At tight end, we'll have Wayne Reichert, the wide receiver, and Dante Workman, and the wingback in Isaac Quintana. From left to right on the offensive line, Brady Shue, Eastside Limler, Preston Brookins, the man in the middle, Cohen Staten, Maddox Denny to round out your starting lineup. We'll have your defensives. You can see them there. We'll read them off later. For the LaVille defense, out there we'll have Cade Hernandez, Brock S., Eli Platts along the front line with Cody Allen, Cole Stafford, or with Cody Allen on the cornerback spot, Cole Stafford, Jonathan Neese, Braden Foster, and Xavier Lefebvre there in the linebacking core. And then we'll have Colin Zarnecki back there in the safety position and David Mitchell at the other cornerback position here as the two teams get ready to face off for the coin toss. Of course, I don't know who wins the coin toss until they get ready to go. They don't announce it like they do at a game. They probably do, but we're too busy running around trying to figure things out. Of course, I'm Andy O'Hara. Alongside me up here in the booth this season, we'll have Braden Cunningham, former Triton linebacker, safety, the tackling machine that he was, now up here with the booth with us this season. And, of course, up here talking with us as well, Kenny Barnhart and the Hall of Famer Orion Limler. Our student team this year consisting of Caden Lewis, Silas, and Chris, and Braylon running our end zone camera for us this evening. It seems like, Braden, the team just continues to grow for us. We had somebody new, Kenny, each time, but the team continues to grow, and we keep pulling these good people out of the woodwork.
We're going to need our own roster soon for TTSN.
Yeah. So Triton won the toss. They declined, so they will kick. So LaVille will receive, so we'll flip things around there. We'll look at their offense. Collins Arnecki, the man under center, with Jonathan Neese and Cody Allen in the backfield. They're with Dylan Miller, Xavier Lefebvre, and Connor Amor, the two wideouts and the tight end. Keenan Richard, Eli Platts, Nehemiah Stanley, Braden Foster, and Cade Hernandez. They're along the line, of course, with the Triton defense. Along the front line, East Side Limb of the Cyclone with Brady Shue and Vinny Prater along there. The two cornerbacks, Engage Riffle and Tanner Whithoyo. The four linebackers, Cohen Staten, Colton the Torpedo Reynolds, Jaden Overmeyer, Wayne the Missile Reichert, Ben McFarland, and Dante Workman, the two safeties up atop. And one thing, watching these group and getting really knowing this group as they've progressed, because Kenny, we've got to see them from seventh grade since I've been here.
Yep, these guys they're seniors. Some of these seniors here have been doing this for a long time.
And for us getting to watch these guys love to hit. They like to be physical, Braden.
We've worked them up from the very beginning. Whitaker loves to make some hard hitters.
So Dynamite Dante Workman out to kick as Cody Allen goes back to return. On his other side of him, I believe, is Xavier Lefebvre, and it is. So they'll be the two returners back, but Jonathan Neese, hard to see, and I believe that's Josiah Saselke on his right side. So those two guys, but Dante Workman's got a leg. Don't let him fool you. Cole Shively may have graduated, but Dante Workman's got a leg.
We can still get back in the end zone like you see Cole Shively do it every time. They'd pretty much go yard for yard in warm-ups, field goals.
All right, so Workman getting ready to go. It's Friday night.
And Workman, the lights are on.
The lights are on. And Workman sets the season in motion. High kick. It's going to drop inside about the 25-yard lines where Neese is going to have it. The big man's roaming forward. Lost the football. I think it might be Triton on beyond the ball. Triton might have recovered the loose ball as Neese was going through and got it ripped away. And Triton, they're still trying to figure out who has it.
See what we can see here.
Oh, LaVille hung on to it. All right, I'm waiting. I haven't seen the head official give it anything decision yet.
Yep, there's fumbled out there.
I think Connor Stetzel sets that loose.
So LaVille, lucky break there as they were able to get back on top of it.
Yeah, it must have been, but just in that pile was able to pull it underneath.
Props to Jonathan Neese falling on his own football, and that's not a fun pile to try to reach in. And
scary way to start the season.
It's like reaching into a bag of Cobras there. You don't know who's going to get you down there.
Yeah, great rip by Connor Stetzel right there.
So Zarnecki will work out the shotgun. Near side wide receivers Connor Amor. And they're going to shift their offense over. Neese And Amor going to work to the right side. Cody Allen gets it right off the snap, and he gets outside. And what a tackle right away.
Is that Cohen Staten?
I believe that might be the torpedo, Colton Reynolds. I'm pretty sure that was Colton Reynolds. Oh, no. Cohen Staten makes the initial tackle, and Colton Reynolds comes in with the assist.
That 51-52 kind of gets a little switched up.
So good job by Cohen Staten. Good read, and that's right there with what you want to see from your linebackers, reading those kind of plays.
Absolutely. Reading those guards, reading that fullback back behind, looking like a wing back.
2nd down and 12. Zarnecki rolls left, throws across his body, and finds Amor for a first down. What a play, and Dante Workman with the tackle. Rolling left, trying to throw left. That is not an easy throw to make.
No, but cross body, off balance, with the pressure coming to you, that's a great throw.
That was a good find by Zarnecki. See that soft spot in the zone, but like you said, Amor, good route. Got himself set down there on the route, and enough for a first down. Just move the chains.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. Just show some athleticism and make something out of nothing.
So 2 wide receivers to the right side. Cody Allen's going to go in motion. Look for the shovel pass. It is a play action fake. Allen's open in the flat, but here comes the pressure. Zarnecki steps up in the pocket. He continues to move. Going to get brought down there by Maddox Denny, but a nice gain on first down there for the Lancers.
Mad Dog coming in there from behind, not over pursuing, breaking down. You see Brady Shue almost get there right in the beginning. Just got to break down, get that tackle for loss. See Colton Reynolds in there taking the play call.
So 2nd down and 5 for the Lancers, moving it well. This is a group, they disguise a lot of things really well in this offense, but yet, like I said, there are 4 very good playmakers out there for the Lancers.
Yeah.
As Allen goes in motion. Play action fake, he rolls out. Maddox Denny trying to get there. Zarnecki buys time. Down the field, he has a man open. It's LaFave, and he gets brought down by Ben McFarland, and another big gain through the air for the Lancers.
There, I think your corners are just thinking that the play's over, but you got to stay in that right on your receiver.
It was a good rush up front, and good job by Zarnecki to evade the pressure, to step up and make a nice throw.
Yeah, he was running away from Maddox and Wayne. Already facing a lot of pressure, having to roll out, be on the move.
2 big throws.
Yep.
And first down. That's her 3rd first down here on this drive.
That's enough for a Lancer first down.
Cannot give up. You're holding them out of that end zone, right where your heels are. You got to be firing out hard. You know what's going to be coming at you. Lead block.
Internet act up.
Yep, we've had a cord. I think we should be back up.
Cord malfunction.
Yep.
First game jitters up here, too.
Yeah, we got one cord. We're going to have to move a little bit again.
Niesel trying to pump through, but Triton does a good job filling the gap and keeping the gain to short. Although the scoreboard's going to be reset. So 2nd down and 6, a couple yards on the play.
Oh, Eastside not quite coming back in. Seen him run out there, have to run right back off.
Zarnecki is going to keep it and roll left. Has a guy open here on the near side. Here comes the pressure. Overmeyer trying to get their shovel pass to throw it out of bounds. Incomplete. Good pressure by Jaden Overmeyer.
Yeah, there's 3 Triton people coming right at you. I mean, you got to do something with it. Good job not to take that sack for loss.
And that goes with the senior leader, Colin Zarnecki. Yeah, he hasn't been the quarterback, as Plummer was the quarterback the last several years, but this is a guy who's very smart and a very good football player.
He's been here in this varsity level for a while. He's got the knowledge. Now he's just in a different position.
Well, and now, and you said it when we were talking the other night, the thing you guys always said, where's Zarnecki at?
Yeah.
You got to know where he's at on the field at all times.
Always looking, where's number 2? Got to find him.
He's a creator, that's for sure. Out of the shotgun, Nice on his right hip, going to send 2 men in motion. And a flag on the play is a legal procedure. They're going to try to play it out. And here comes Triton forces the fumble. And I think Wayne Reichert fell on top of it. But there's a flag on the play. I think it was off that double shift. Reichert's got it. Triton's got the football.
See here on that replay. There's Wayne coming there backside.
Eastside Limmer, look at him reach out there and knock it down. Ooh. That might have been close to him being down on the ground.
A little bit.
They're going to give it to them.
All right, so
Trojans.
Triton's going to take over.
Catch a break. That's just what you're doing. You're not giving up on that defense. Yeah, they get within your red zone. You can still stop them right there. Hold them scoreless, not even a field goal.
So the Trojans now going to start their first offensive drive of the season. LaVille, 2 fumbles on that drive there on the kickoff and then a chance, but they did move the ball really well, so those guys there know that they can move the football.
Yeah, you're seeing the threats there in the pass. They're giving it up on those sweeps, the lead blocks. You Triton, you got the first look of it. Now you got to send it back to them.
Preston Brookins settles in the center spot as McFarland goes under center, I formation for the Trojans. Dante Workman out by himself on the left side. Going to go right to Overmeyer. He hits the hole in a hurry. Short gain on the play, looks about a yard on the carry.
Just as we said for the Triton, you're thinking sudden changes as the Lancers. You're shaking that off. You're not thinking about those fumbles. You're just playing some good defense, getting the stop.
Got 3 yards on the carry. My apologies. Where the official stood, looks like they only made it a yard. I was looking at the wrong official. So Tanner Woodhoyo, he'll split out left. That'll move. McFarland under center, split backfield. Sends Quintana in motion, goes right up to Vinny Prater, and Prater spins his way through. Nice gain there on second down as the Trojans now will bring up third down.
Good tackle there by number 14, Xavier LaFave, senior.
And Xavier was one last couple years we've gotten to watch him play. He's a fun guy to watch.
You're going to hear that name a lot. He does his job well.
So big third down for the Trojans here on their first drive, trying to move the chains.
See this defense talking, getting a good game plan going together.
As LaVille, 3 first downs on that first drive, converted a third down. McFarland goes to Overmeyer. Overmeyer's going to have to push forward.
Yep.
And I believe he'll have enough for first down for Triton.
Good stop there by Jonathan Neese.
So both teams perfect on their third down. So positive thing there. Didn't stall 3 and out. Move those chains and continue to just, like you said, move it just a little bit at a time down the field.
Yeah, you're forcing that fumble. You can't let nothing come of that. You got to really work extra hard. You forced that fumble. You stopped him there in the red zone. Got to have something coming here.
Braden Schwitz, the other safety back there with Zarnecki. A lot of movement along now. Defensive line trying to find the right spot. Going to go outside to Overmeyer. Going to bounce out. Allen's going to meet him there. And it'll be maybe a yard or 2 on the carry for Overmeyer. And that's the guy you got to contain. Jaden gets open green. Him and Vinny Prater, 2 of the fastest men I've ever got with him and Dante Workman. There's 3 fast guys. Any one of those 3 see open green, you ain't catching them.
Yeah, I'm not lining up against them in a race, that's for sure. I helped out plenty of track game meets. They're quick off that line.
There's a lot of speed on this Triton. Like we talk about speed everywhere. Wayne Reichert, he's just as quick too.
I mean, you've seen him there in that backfield about every play. Zarnecki getting pressure.
Oh, and a good play up front. Dylan Neese. Or Jonathan Neese, excuse me, up there with a nice play. Met him right at the intersection.
Yeah, we're going to have that O-line talking, hey, who's got who?
Now bring third down and long for the Trojans, 3rd and 11. Dante Workman relays the play in.
See some subs coming in for Lancers as well. Season number 13, Josiah Sizelski, sorry.
Siselki.
Oh, I'll get the hang of that one.
It's all right. It takes time to learn the names.
Mm-hmm.
Play action fake. McFarland's going to roll left. He has time. Here comes LaFave, and LaFave hits him in the backfield, and a sack for the Lancers as they take him down. Triton fails to convert there on 3rd down.
Yeah, just wide open, got right through.
See him just waiting patiently off that edge, holding that flat down, nobody in his zone. He's allowed to just go pressure that quarterback.
So Jaden Overmeyer is going to do the punting duties. As LaFave, who just made the sack, back deep to return.
Seen him fired up, getting his teammates fired up on that sideline.
Low snap, a nice kick from Overmeyer. Past the 50, and it'll fall about the 46-yard line and roll all the way down, I believe, back into Lancer territory, and they'll start from their own side of the field.
Generous Triton bounce right there.
As they'll give their second drive. As they're going to spot him about the 34-yard line.
Yep.
So this will be their second crack at their offensive. Triton, there's a lot of things to build on there. You know, McFarland, the pressure kind of coming down in there. Didn't want to take a chance to turn the ball over. Just took the sack.
I mean, it's smart. Yeah, you don't want to force a fumble like you just seen there happen on the other end. Might as well just come down with it, cover it up.
Zarnicki of the shotgun. He'll have a bad snap, and he'll have to fall on it, and that'll be a loss of a few yards as they move their way backwards on a missed-time snap.
Both teams shaking out these errors here in this first quarter. We'll get it all figured out on both sides. But yeah, this Triton defense, they have a little bit of momentum going. They got that good stop there in the red zone after letting a big pass go, forcing that fumble, hopping on it.
And Nehemiah Stanley, the man under center, just a bad snap there for the sophomore, but this is a guy that out there, this LaVille team on the line, they really work hard, and he's a guy I bet we'll see if we get it figured out. Empty backfield. Here comes the pressure. Zarnicki's going to spin out of trouble. Here comes more pressure. Maddox staying with the pressure, and he'll just have to throw it away into the LaVille fans' stadium or seats over there. Were those seats up last year? The new bleachers on the far way?
Yep.
That's right.
Yep. Because they did it all one good shot together.
Just as you said, it's going to be a battle of the trenches tonight. You see pressure coming from both sides. We're going to see these line working real hard.
Colton Reynolds shaken up as he'll come off the field. So now 3rd and 22 for the Lancers. This is a team that can get a lot of yards on a play as back in an empty backfield. As Zarnicki going to miss the middle misdirection as Cody Allen following his blockers and trying to bring him down. We got a flag on the play on the far side of the field. A good gain there. Looks like he got probably 12 yards or 10 yards there.
You seen Wayne meet him there at the edge, trying to just hold on, can't quite, but you see Triton Hats eventually finish the play.
See what the flag on the play is as the two officials talk it over. From this angle, you couldn't really tell. There's a lot of bodies flying.
Yeah, pretty molded up from up here.
Like you said, I mean, you can see a face mask or a hold here. Not sure which one it's going to be. They're marking it back at the spot of the foul back on the 30-yard line.
There you see Colton come back in.
So legal block in the back on the Lancers, so that'll march him back. That'll be their second penalty here in the first quarter. So the Lancers move back.
Good to see Colton wasn't too shaken up. It's a player you don't want to have out on that sideline for too long here in that defense.
Colton Reynolds is one of the toughest guys you'll ever come across.
Wrestler, football player, he can do it all. That wrestling background really makes him one of those amazing tacklers. Whitaker always says he'll trust a wrestler there in that linebacker spot more than anything.
So now 3rd and 24 from their own 20-yard line for Zarnicki. A ways to go. It's going to go back to Allen trying to get the outside. He continues to fight, and Allen a hard runner, but Triton, nice defense there on the edge.
Looks like Tanner Whithoya finished that off after a couple of Triton Hats got there first.
Let me tell you, the collector gets a hold of you. That's why we call him the collector for a reason.
Collecting that tackle.
So Dante Workman will go back to return.
Another good stop from that Triton defense, starting off strong. Hopefully we can translate here, get that offense going.
Their second punt of the game. First for the Lancers. Back deep to kick. It's Cole Stafford. Line drive kick. Workman's going to be over his head. And it's going to take a LaVille roll all the way down towards the 10-yard line. What a kick by Cole Stafford, flipping the field.
Wow.
60 yards.
That's some NFL kicking right there.
I just did math. Did you guys catch
that? Wow, that was quick.
Oh, it was quick, too. Flashcards are paying off.
I didn't catch where he kicked it from. I bet I would have beat you to it.
Cole Stafford just had a spot where Dante Workman they did the right thing. Didn't try to run it down and pick it up because that can make matters worse.
Yeah, you don't want to force another turnover after just getting a good stop.
So Workman relays the play in. So Triton now will start on their own 10-yard line. Failed to get across the 50 on their first offensive drive. A lot of good movement on the ground. See what they drop here.
Got a couple hits going. They're warmed up now. Hopefully come out strong.
Get those first drive jitters out of the way.
Oh, yeah.
McFarland goes up to Prater up the middle, and he bounces away along the line. Tight defense along there. No gain on the play.
See LaFave there again, getting at his feet. Vinny loses his balance. See Dante coming out, Tanner coming in.
So Whitaker runs it in. McFarland relays the play. The Trojans take their spot now, 2nd down and 10. Lighten you?
Yep.
Surely that one thing isn't causing it.
No, I don't think so.
McFarland under center, I formation. Now goes to Overmeyer. Overmeyer trying to find his way through, hits the hole hard. Nice gain there on 1st down for the Trojans. 2nd down and manageable.
See him really get that ball and just put his head down, just run full steam ahead, hit that gap hard. That's what we got to see. Those linemen were working hard, getting you a good gap. Just like you said, battle of the trenches tonight. Firing out, climbing to that next level.
Keenan Richard not happy with himself on that play. But hey, these two teams, two very competitive teams on either side of that sideline.
Yeah, they're going to be holding themselves accountable for every single play.
Brock Guest lines up. Now 4 down linemen for the Lancers. Going to go to Overmeyer. He's going to bowl his way through for a 1st down. Moy, he dropped his shoulder and knocked the Lancer backwards.
Not going down without a fight.
And Jaden Overmeyer, you talk about a strong, fast running back. When he takes off and goes, but even if it's short yards, he's hitting the hole hard, and he's using all that weight properly, getting himself in position and really driving his feet forward.
Exactly. He's the perfect build you want back in that position. Hard runner, sees the gaps hard, got the speed to push you through.
So inside. And that'll do it for the 1st quarter.
Yep.
It's deadlocked as these two schools will take a break. We'll take a break too, and we'll be back right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
The IHSAA Student Advisory Committee is a group of 9 junior and 9 senior student athletes from across Indiana, nominated by their principals, who serve as a liaison between the IHSAA and the student athlete community. The SAC provides input and feedback to the IHSAA on a wide range of issues related to high school athletics.
The SAC meets several times each year to receive hands-on leadership skills and to discuss issues related to high school athletics, including sportsmanship, safety, eligibility requirements, and the overall student-athlete experience. The committee also works to promote the values of high school athletics, such as teamwork, respect, and perseverance.
The SAC organizes and participates in various community service and leadership activities throughout the year within their home communities and as ambassadors during IHSA state championship events, as well as planning and administering the annual Student Leadership Conference, where student athletes come from across the state to learn about leadership and teamwork.
The IHSAA Student Advisory Committee plays an important role in representing the voice of student athletes in Indiana and helps to ensure that high school athletics in the state remain focused on promoting the well-being and development of all participants.
All right, so as the two teams get the 2nd quarter underway, Triton's going to work right to left now as they work towards the north end zone. Every time you plug that in, we're losing internet connection. McFarland now going to roll left, going to have to step up in the pocket. He'll slide through in a nice quarterback run there on 1st down for the Trojans right out of the gate here in the 2nd quarter.
Greeted right there by Cole Stafford. See a little bit of a sub. Eli Platt's coming in for the Lancers.
1st down. You have to move over, I guess, Silas, closer if you can. So second down and 5 from right at the 50-yard line. I don't think the scorebot's working. I formation now goes to Prater, and he'll run forward, and he'll have a 1st down and more. Prater again dragging the pile with him. Vinny Prater showing off some nice runs here in this 1st half. Trying to get their 4th 1st down.
Been really hitting them gaps hard. I mean, you didn't even have to see a huge space. They're just seeing the tiniest little spot they can squeeze through, and they're hitting it at full speed.
So Triton finally, first time they get into Lancer territory here on those last 2 carries. But Vinny Prater, you can see what this offseason work really does for you.
Absolutely, and staying in different sports year-round, getting that different athletic work, running in track, keeps that speed all year round.
First down and 10 now. McFarland goes outside with the pitch played out to Overmeyer, who finds a seam, and the jet glides through there for a nice gain on first down.
A little unconventional pitch out, cut back, but I mean, he's seen green grass and he cuts up north-south. That's exactly what you need. Don't try to play fancy getting outside every time.
So Woodhoy will be the single wide out here, split to the left. Quintana will be in the slot. So looks like three.
Got a little trips look out here.
Little trips look, yeah, there you go. Prater to the single back. And that's where they go with it. Prater going to try to go forward. He bumps into his own guy and falls down. Short gain there on the carry. Third down coming up.
Looks like that pole was just a little bit too slow. He got a little hung up there. See Whitaker talking to him.
Workman will bring it in. Triton on the day. 1 of 2 on their 2 third down attempts. This will be their third. Have 4 first downs. Here in this first half. Right back to Prater. Oh, Overmeyer with this nice sneaky play. I thought Prater had it there for a minute.
Yeah, it was a little hard to see right there.
And Triton picks up the first down as this offense continues to ease their way methodically down the field.
Lancer's not making it easy for him. They're having to grind for every single yard.
Good now?
Yep.
Wonder what that would cause everything to go haywire. So Woodhoy will relay the play in.
Typical Triton Lancer dogfight. You're going back and forth every time.
Woodhoy splits out left. Split backfield now for Triton. Right back to Prater. He'll slide his way through the defense and continues to slither forward for a nice gain on first down. And that's what Triton, like I said, you don't have to score on. You have to hit a home run on every play. Right now, getting those singles and doubles are really just moving the ball down the field.
Yeah, just take those little chunks at a time like you see from the Culver offense typically. They don't try to do anything too fancy. They're just going to run straight at you, get their little chunks, and keep grinding it. That's what we're seeing a lot here from Triton Trojans. Got to make sure these Lancers are just holding on and try to get them stopped.
3 down linemen for the Lancers. McFarland goes to Overmeyer, trying to bounce outside. Yeah, finds his way through. Good vision by Jaden Overmeyer for another Triton first down. 6 here in the first half.
Watch how he bounces.
Yeah, great patience. See him just cutting. Yeah, beautiful vision. We saw a lot of that there in that scrimmage last week. He was just waiting, letting the plays develop, and just hitting where he needs to. He's becoming a really great runner.
And that just that footwork there when Stafford was coming up on him, finding himself through to kind of step and just bounce away. Not heavy-footed, very light-footed there, and really showing off that nice footwork that he has.
Yeah, that lateral quick movement, that's all that bag work there in practice, keeping those feet nice and light.
Connor Stetzel in at fullback now for the Trojans. And they go outside to Overmeyer. Overmeyer trying to find his way through, and a big tackle there for Richard.
Good block there by Isaac Quintana on LaFave. Not a tough person to keep out of that play. He did a good job there, keeping that hole open.
Quintana, another one with speed and a lot of athleticism, and he is just as strong as he is quick.
Oh, yeah. I see him in there just with Jaden and Maddox every single day.
And that's a work ethic we talk about, which we know this Triton team, their work ethic and how these guys have continued to just work when no one's looking. They're putting the time in.
That's that integrity right there. You honor it through that pride.
McFarland under center, I formation. Goes to Stetzel. Stetzel bounces off, and he'll try to find his way through for a yard or two on the play. That'll bring up third down.
Gets a little hung up from his own man. Tries to cut up in that green grass, but that Lancer front line stopping him right there.
And that's a credit to that LaVille front line, really doing a nice job plugging the holes and not letting Triton through.
Yeah, they've been out here working. Just got to keep pushing through it. Yeah, you're tired, but you got to get that stop here. Can't let them get that momentum.
So different look on the Trojans. They'll split the backs in the back. One who can hit from, of course, Cole Shively doing his thing out in Illinois now.
Over there at North Central.
Of course, he was down with the All-Star team down there, and was that July he was down there and down in Lucas Oil playing?
Like yep.
It's good to see Cole down there and his hard work paying off out and playing at the collegiate level. Playing for a very good program over in Illinois.
Oh, yeah. He's been keeping me updated all about it. He's like, this college football is no joke. Tell me about how long the play calls are.
Yeah, they're not for the faint of heart. The play calls. You hear them kind of call in, and I had a friend that explained to me how the play calls go. I'm like, there's no way.
Yeah, especially the
yet.
He just didn't like that look that we were seeing. Want to switch up his defensive scheme a little bit.
And these two coaches expect a lot out of their players. They demand a lot of their players, but guys that are just playing chess right now, trying to figure out what that combination is. One, to make a stop, and two, to try to put points up on the board.
Yeah, you expect a lot out of them, but it's all because you care. We, just like I always say to my little youngsters, if I didn't yell at you, it's because I wouldn't care. I love you, and I know how much potential you have, and I just want to bring all that out on you.
That's what my cousin used to say when I got done showing livestock. I come out of the ring, and I wouldn't get after you if I didn't care. Well, when I came out, it didn't feel like he was caring a whole lot right then and there.
Yeah, it may not feel like it in the moment, but in that success, you'll see who's cheering you on.
And down the line, when the moment mattered, that's when it meant a lot. And then it all clicked and made sense.
Then you go over and thank them for all those yelling and up downs you do.
Absolutely. Well, we didn't do up downs, but I did a lot of running. All right, so Triton's going to continue to go for it. LaVille going to stack the box. Cody Allen's going to shift into the middle linebacker spot. As Overmeyer's going to try to get there. Overmeyer's got it. Jaden Overmeyer. Touchdown, Triton. They strike on first from Jaden Overmeyer from 11 yards away.
There we go.
Those fireworks coming out. Never gets old. Great block by Connor there. Holding off Cody Allen. He was coming in, pushes him off just enough.
And Connor Stetzel, that's a stat you're not going to see show up in the stat book, but, hey, he contributed that touchdown in a very big way.
Yeah, they'll see it there in film and give him his praise.
So Dante Workman to kick, Riffle to hold. And it's going to go up. That's high. It's high enough. It's long enough. And it's good. And Triton strikes first here.
That's an area you can really see how good Dante's leg is. He barely even had to step into that one.
It's like Hank Stram used to say, the head coach for the Chiefs, keep matriculating down the field. And that's exactly what Triton did there. They worked all the way down. They didn't panic. They got on fourth down, and things kind of got loose there just a little bit. But yet they found a way to get back in within themselves and put points up on the board.
Exactly. It was a grind. It's not easy. Those Lancers didn't let them just drive down. No big plays. It was just little chunks at a time. Keep switching it up, inside, outside runs. And then, you come back. You have that fourth down. But you ask your players, what do you want to do? And I know every single one of them was definitely telling, come on, let's go for it. We know we can do it. Those linemen coming out extra hard, getting those blocks, creating a great hole. And then you have Jaden Overmeyer with just that tremendous vision. Find that hole, find his way into the end zone.
If you want to find any Triton High Schools, they're all out here in bright colors. And are we under construction on this side tonight?
Construction. Yeah, those are loan vests we had to dig out.
Oh, okay.
That's what we use for the FFA auction for the kids when they help with that springtime event.
Need to get them over on State Road 10, finishing up that construction there. I'm tired of using that detour every single day coming from Argus.
So Triton get ready to send it away. Dante Workman had a kick. Last time it dropped around the 25-yard line where Nice had to run it. And, of course, the last time this happened, Nice has got to do a better job hanging on that ball because they did it. I believe it was Stetzel that ripped it away from him.
Yeah, that was Stetzel. Got to have both hands on it under that pressure as soon as you see people coming that way.
Vinny Prater trying to fire up the home fans, trying to get them wound up. As Lindsay Workman lets her son know. Hear that encouragement. I know he hears it out there on the field. We've had that conversation.
You always hear your mama's voice.
Workman, nice kick, pushing that one down the field. LaFave backs up, and he'll let that one drop in the end zone for a touchback from Dante Workman.
I had a feeling now that he got that leg warmed up a little bit, he's been running around, I figured to be back in the end zone.
We call him Dynamite Dante Workman right there. He just with an exploding kick.
Absolutely.
To the end zone.
Puts his full power into that one.
I mean, Dante Workman, you want to talk about a Swiss Army knife. What can't he do?
Absolutely. He can do pretty much everything. I mean, he can throw the ball fairly well, too. See it in practice.
And his maturity, how he's matured as his high school career has progressed, has just been such a treat to watch. It's kind of a bummer he's a senior now.
Yeah, it's going to be real sad to see him go.
So so Zarnecki in the backfield. Going to go to Allen up the middle. A good gain on first down for them. Splits the yards in half.
See Vinny Prayer crashing off that edge and just closing down once he sees it across the line of scrimmage. He's just coming off that backside and holding on for dear life.
And I like Vinny in that spot over there on that kind of that edge, that end spot where he's at, because, I mean, he's a guy, we see him break out, Kenny, when he runs. And, Braden, that's a spot that's made for a guy like this.
Yeah, when you look at what you need from that position, I think Vinny checks every box you need.
Triton now, 3 down linemen. Stetz on the outside backer spot here, trying to bounce forward to Allen, finds a hole. Cody Allen kicks on the Jets. He has the corner. McFarland, the last man to be, going to try to force him out of bounds, and does. What a gain there for Cody Allen, and a big first down for the Lancers as they get into Triton territory.
You see Connor come up, set that edge. We just have no one coming in to fill that alley. So then he turns on the Jets and has a good gain on that. Great job by Ben to just find that pursuit angle and not let him get in that end zone.
So, official having a word. So, conversation going on here on the sideline. So, Keegan Bradley going to check in. Not sure, conversation, one of the Trojan players.
See Whitaker talking to him, get it figured out.
So there we go. First down and 10 from the Triton 35-yard line. As Zarnecki works out of the shotgun and goes right back to the hot hand, and Cody Allen, who goes forward and continues to drive, and a nice gain on first down, 9 yards on the carry.
Got to keep grinding on that D-line. Got to fire out. Those middles got to keep filling in those gaps. Great job by Jaden to crash that after you set that edge, though. Seeing good work from both sides on outside backer. That's exactly what you teach. You go, set your edge. Once it's crossed the line of scrimmage, then you can go pursue as an outside.
Internet been holding a little bit better?
So far.
So I wonder what's going on with this.
Yeah, you've got a connection somewhere.
Maybe this thing here might be causing problems.
It could be. Well, we moved it.
Well, Allen's going to get on the sweep play, and he goes through, and a nice play by McFarland to trip him up. Held the nail, so the hammer was the Cyclone with Eastside Lindler as well. Joining him was Zach Rinsberger.
Plenty of Triton hats. It's very, very rarely some solo tackles around here. Always got to give the credit to multiple people. Never just want to let one person holding him. You never know. He could break loose.
Zarnecki out of the shotgun. Allen on his left hip. East in the short spot there in the fullback position. Zarnecki going to bounce outside and roll through, and he'll have enough for a LaVille first down. That's their 5th here of the first half.
See, Ben makes him some contact there in the backfield. Just can't quite hold on. Didn't quite break down enough. See him getting talked to by Whitaker. You know, he's getting mad at himself. He's going to make it up on the next one.
Whitaker does such a nice job communicating to his players, really relating, and they really take the direction well from him.
Absolutely.
And this whole coaching staff.
Yeah, they're all like a family. I mean, brotherhood. I mean, they're just like the fun uncles.
Schwitz split out right as Allen's going to roll left.
There you see Ben McFarland right there finishing it off. That's why you always shake it off. Next play, you can be the hero.
And Ben's that guy with that next play mentality. You talk about a leader out there. He has really just developed into a really nice player.
Exactly. He always holds great composure, not getting too worked up in the emotions of the game, just keeps level-headed, thinking about his responsibilities and just going one play at a time.
And you saw that on that first drive where, he got sacked back there, and he came back in even stronger on the next drive for Triton.
Absolutely. Seeing what they got out of that result.
Oh, bobbled handoff, and Zarnecki's got a fall on top of it.
A little bit of missed time in there.
Yeah,
in the
it looks like they kind of hit.
Looks like he was trying to go to Amore on the misdirection.
Got a little hung up there in that fake handoff with Cody Allen.
Of course, the Triton manager's hard at work here tonight, doing their job on the sideline as well as up here in the booth and on the coach's box.
making sure every player is taken care of. Doing the side work, they always don't get the glory, but they do a lot.
Man, I'll tell you, whether you're on the field or not, those managers are extremely important. Fake shovel pass. Zarnecki's got a throw up for prayer, and Riffle gets there and knocks it away. Incomplete is the call. What a play from Riffle.
There, that great pressure by Wayne Reichert. Coming off that backside, real blind side.
Did a good job getting in underneath. Made a play as the two players collide, both going for the ball. And we got a drone.
Yep.
Well, now Ryan's got to get a drone.
We have one.
Well, we have one.
It's not here.
Travo just has to be here to drive.
Yep. Yeah, they're asking me, is that mine? No, it's not mine. It's at home.
And LaVille, I believe, going to take a timeout. Talk things over here as 4th down, 11 coming up.
Yeah, this is one of those, getting under that 2 minutes before halftime. Get something on the board before you go in.
Try to draw something up.
I told you, Braden, it flies. It flies. The first half flies.
Yeah, that was quick. Nothing like that South Central game my junior year, I believe. That was
took
3 hours.
That took forever. Oh, now I got 2 up here, Ryan said.
Hey, we do have fireworks.
Oh, we do.
So
don't go too far over there.
Good aim at them.
So, of course, while we take a quick timeout break, of course, this will be our first home game, regular season home game, and then we go away and come back again as Kenny will throw the schedule up here for the first half.
Yeah, there we go. So we had that scrimmage there last week. Of course, this LaVille game, like I said, up at Bremen, weather permitting, we'll do that from the away stands, and then back here for Culver. Over, he's talking about South Central, go over there on that 13th, down to Winnemac. Home, Caston, Pioneer back home, and finishing up down at Miami for that new lineup.
New conference, that new conference match between those two teams.
I'm excited to go out there.
So Zarnecki now, watching him earlier in practice, he can hit from 40 yards.
It's
about 39 yards.
He has a leg as well. Got to respect it.
And he's got it where he wants it to. He kind of pulls sometimes, but this is right where Zarnecki likes to kick the ball. He'll drive that one. It's long enough, but he might have pushed it right. And he did.
Yeah,
no good.
Quite. Another good stop there by that Triton defense.
So LaVille's drive ends on a missed field goal. So Triton here now, 2-minute offense. Got to be going in a hurry if you want to try to get down and make some points on the board, but not a complete urgency because Triton starts with the football in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, that's why you really got nothing to lose right here. Just try to get something down there, and if got to come right back out. You got a good stop, you can do it again. We've held them in that red zone plenty of times.
And a nice job by the Lancers to get in there and knock the ball free.
Dip and rip, I mean, yeah, you're just trying to strip that ball before half. Get yourself the ball again. They managed to do so. Next play mentality, I mean, this Triton defense has been holding strong. No reason they can't do it again, but this Lancers, they've got some extra fight in them now.
Zarnecki out of the shotgun. 2 stacked receivers there on the short by the line. Gonna throw, goes back to throw. Here comes the pressure from Eastside Lindler. It's kind of thrown up. Riffle trying to get in the way of it, and I think he came down with it. It's going to be pass interference, I believe. I think Xavier Lefebvre caught that football.
Yeah, watch this.
24 yards away.
I mean, he had that. I think it kind of isn't in his feet.
Zarnecki had no space to throw it, had to spin out of trouble. Riffle with the coverage. Oh, and he caught it. What a play from Xavier Lefebvre.
Not letting that ball get away from him. It's crazy Zarnecki even got that throw off. You see Esai, he's pretty tall, and he had his hands up in his face. Great throw with that pressure.
Try and get their first penalty of the first half.
Yeah, one thing I like, we haven't seen any false starts or any silly mistakes off the bat.
It's been a pretty clean first half for both sides. They'll have those 2 penalties there in the first quarter, Triton their first penalty there in the second.
Only trouble we've had is just taking care of the football a little bit on both sides.
So Cody Allen to hold, Zarnecki to try to tie it here on this point after a touchdown attempt.
Pass interference on the Trojans. The touchdown's good. Yardage will be marked off.
So the march off the yards on the kickoff, so they decline the penalty.
That Triton defense got to be firing off. I mean, these extra points are never a playoff. You got to be fighting just as hard right there.
So Zarnecki, plenty of leg. Holds down, it's good, and he gets that one up and splits the upright
Nope.
side. Oh, no good.
Nope.
Pushes it right
It
again.
was right.
Yep.
It looked good from here. So Triton with a 1-point lead as LaVille scores off the turnover there on their 4th drive of the ball game.
Didn't take much clock off, though. I mean, you still have some hurry-up time for the Triton Trojans.
And LaVille, that's the right mentality. We go up, we miss a field goal. What are we going to do? Next play, they got in there, got aggressive, ripped the ball away, and got themselves the football back to have a chance to put points up before halftime.
Perfect next play mentality. Yeah, you didn't get it quite in the end zone that first time. Got stopped. Can't get it through the uprights, but you're there on defense trying to do everything you can to get that ball back because you know you're not getting it after half.
So it'll be the penalty going to be enforced on the kickoff on the yards here. So I believe it's going to send them up.
Kicking from the opposite 45.
That's why the opposite 45. So they're going to kick in Triton territory.
Wonder if they'll try to float it up and place it or just kick it in back of the end zone.
Yeah, I was going to say a lot of this, they put that on the penalty, but just put you down farther, you're going to kick it out.
Hang on. Change it up here. Now we're trying to figure out where we're going here. So now we're on the 40. Now we're going to march it off. Okay, we didn't get marked off yet.
Got to be official.
Yep.
Now we'll put it on the Triton 45-yard line for Zarnecki. And right here's a spot where like Kenny said.
Oh, yeah.
I can see, I can see Kaiser here. Those 2 front waves of the Trojans have got to be ready.
Yes.
There could be some trickery here.
I wouldn't bet against it.
So I forget, wasn't it something under 2 minutes?
Oh, don't get me started on that roll again.
Yep.
I hope I never see another free kick ever again.
Made me question everything I knew about football.
I had to call the one. I had to go deep into the database to figure that one out. It's a good thing that Mr. Cox up there at LaVille filled us in while we were up there live. So Zarnecki going to send a line drive kick across the middle, and Triton's going to have to get it. They're going to pick it up from the 1-yard line. I believe that's Riffle trying to get up there, and he believes he's going to get stopped. His own, I think he's inside the 10, the 9. So 8 yards on the return. Was it Jaden?
I thought that was
Riffle. I was saying it looked like Gavin Riffle from here. Yeah, it was Gavin Riffle on the return. That's a tough one to judge. That was a nice kick by Zarnecki to pin him deep, and that ball just died right there as soon as it hits that 2-yard line.
Placed it well. They almost let it roll there in the end zone, but it didn't quite go far enough. Got to pick it up.
All right, minute 27 to go here in the first half. Triton with the football. Goes to Prater. Prater trying to find his way through, and a nice gain on first down for Vinny Prater.
Great little dive there, just get an extra yard or 2 there at the end. This Lancer group, you see a lot of their cornerbacks just staying deep, not getting burnt deep in here. What we cannot have happen. Nobody behind you.
Brady Shue anchors the left side of the line with Wayne Reichert on his left hip. McFarland under center. Goes right up, and a nice job by the LaVille defense to stop him at the line.
Every DV lineman there was crashing down, filling their gap. Nothing was open for him.
As a linebacker, that's a spot it's a real important job there being an inside linebacker to see those and really follow those blocks where you need to go.
Yeah, you got to be just reading those guards there and an inside backer, flow to the ball, make sure you're flowing inside out because they're always available for that cutback route, especially with Jaden Overmeyer with that great vision we've seen already.
So Woodhoyle splits out left. McFarland, final check, 3 seconds on the play clock. McFarland sets. Now goes to Prater. Prater trying to find some space, and he gets a first down for Triton. The Triton converts, and that's going to about, I think was going to stop the clock.
Yep, they did stop it.
We'll have time for one more.
So Triton 3 of 5 on third down, their 7th first down of the game. It's right here, 4.7 seconds, and of course it must be luau night across the way.
Yep.
Works, nice weather, might as well.
Yeah.
Well, construction works too. You want to work when it's warm out. I didn't mind doing construction in the cold, but that was me.
It's got to be.
I have to be well. I mean, we built a lot of our lean-tos where I have the farm I worked for in the wintertime.
Well, yep, time to do it.
I can't decide which I'd rather have. Sweat a lot or have my hands freezing.
Well, I don't know. When it came to having to clean out the barn and everything else like that, I didn't mind wintertime, and I could shed a layer or two and then work up a good sweat and then put everything back on. I'm good for a while.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Which I don't mind being cold, so.
I like this nice in between we've had this week. I'll stick with this all year round.
Better enjoy it while you can, because
I'm counting down the days.
They're turning the oven up this weekend.
Yeah, I've been telling my junior high kids, you got to be drinking water all week and preparing for this first LaVille game on Tuesday.
So 4 seconds, McFarland takes a check. And he's just going to take a knee, and Triton will take a 1-point lead, or take a 1-point lead into the halftime locker room. Of course, scoring, Jaden Obermeyer scored there in the second quarter from 11 yards away. And Triton fumbled there on that drive after the missed field goal by the Lancers, and Zarnecki to LaFay for a 25-yard pitch and catch. Finds us at our score there at halftime, so we'll take a break. We'll be back after halftime right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
You may take the field for your halftime performance.
Put it on your phone.
All of a sudden. What a performance from the spirit of Triton Marching Band.
Hey, Indiana, let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, text OFFICIAL to 317-943-9030.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to the Trojan Tundra. I'm Andy O'Hara. Alongside me here this evening is Braden Cunningham, Kenny Barnhart, and the Hall of Famer Ryan Lemler. Here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network, broadcasting live on YouTube and the IHSAA Champions Network, and, of course, our student team consisting of Lewis, Caden, Braylon, Silas, and Chris here tonight, and rocking our sideline cameras for us this evening. We had two scoring plays. Jaden Overmeyer from 11 yards away there at the beginning of the second quarter. And then we saw a nice play from Zarnecki to LaFay for 24 yards. Brought him within one, and a missed extra point puts us where our score's at. Leading stat leaders on the ground, Vinny Prater with 53 yards on the Trojans leading the way. I didn't have time to do Jaden's math. But Cody Allen, 74 yards on the ground for the Lancers, doing a nice job as well. Wayne Riker with one forced fumble and one fumble recovery. And Gavin Riffle with a forced fumble, and Eastside Limler also with a forced fumble as well. according to our stat boys keeping track, I think they're close.
Yeah, I think they're on the right track.
They're on the right track. And I had defensive stats. I know Colton Reynolds had 4 assisted tackles. Jaden Overmeyer and Ben McFarland with 2 solo tackles. And Ben McFarland and I believe Colton Reynolds leading the way with 4 tackles combined between the two. So second half underway. Triton will start with the football. They deferred the opening kick. Of course, as I just forgot, we almost had our flyover.
Yep.
Had our flyover this evening.
They're the halftime there.
During halftime.
Those are a lot of fun. I bet you didn't know I flew in one of those.
You flew in one? I don't know if you'd see me on one. A plane I will do because I can't see around the sides of things, but I don't know.
No jets?
The first time I ever flew in one, solo.
Oh, boy.
All did it from a radio right up there at Walkerton.
I am not your guy. Also, as I usually do, give Danny a shout out if she's watching from home or watching and listening from home. Jackson as well, watching. Told me that he's going to play under these lights one day.
I bet he'll love it. It's
I
totally different atmosphere.
Get to do something his dad was never able to do.
Here at Triton, you can get an opportunity.
Yeah, come out, you do the work. As Zarnecki sends it down the field, Dante Workman in the middle. He'll take it inside the 10-yard line. Dante Workman trying to find some speed. Dante Workman on his feet. He's dynamite, and he continues to explode up the field. Dynamite Dante Workman with a nice gain, starting from the 8 and goes all the way up to the 43-yard line is where he'll go.
See, Ben McFarland on a great little block right there. Last second just kind of comes up, chips his man real good, and you see Dante fly off his butt for the good run.
And Dante with that speed, we call him, he's dynamite, and he shows it off there as he explodes. When he gets into a break, he just explodes and takes off.
You just plant your feet, and he's going downfield, north-south.
And great blocking by the special teams to open him up. 2 wide receivers split to the left, or trips to the left here with Overmeyer in the kind of the slot there. McFarland. Misdirection as Overmeyer finds the corner. Jaden Overmeyer. I love that stutter step, and he gets a first down.
That little hesitation just slows the defense to a stop. Comes backside. Great block by Vinny there. Kicks that outside backer way out. Leaves that edge wide open.
You know, I've watched a lot of these players, and I've loved watching all these players, but my most favorite thing I think I've ever watched here playing is the Jaden Overmeyer stutter step. It is so old school. It's like watching LaDainian Tomlinson or Terrell Davis with that little stop-and-go motion where they just take off and go. I just love the stutter step. It's my favorite.
Slows it all way down. It's like you're watching in slow motion. It's like magic.
And then you just, boom, there he goes.
Takes right off
great.
again.
I formation now. McFarland goes back to throw. He's going to put one up in the air. He's got Dante Workman deep. Workman's got it. Dynamite Dante Workman, reservations for 6. Touchdown, Triton, from 64 yards away. Or, 46 yards away.
See 2 defenders there, and he gets past both of them.
Good thrown, just knowing where he's going to be.
No, yeah, that great timing. Ben knows how fast Dante is and gives him his little couple drop steps and cocks it back and lets it go.
46-yard touchdown right out of the gate.
You see Ben fired up, getting that whole team on the sideline pumped. He's having a great time after that throw, as he should. He earned that one.
Big Mac Ben McFarland with a big pass down the field. The general leading his troops down the field.
That'll really wake us up after the half.
Right out of the gate. Holds down. Workman pushes it, and he will split the uprights as Triton will take a 14-6 lead. Dynamite Dante Workman from Big Mac Ben McFarland. You know, we were talking like the first passing play did not end well for Triton. They didn't really go back to the pass. We see him do it right there, and I told you, said, well, we're going to see it again. Coach Whitaker answered the question.
I was waiting for it. I know Whitaker, he likes to play aggressive. He's willing to take that shot right after the half. I was expecting it, and I'm glad he chose to do so.
And Ben McFarland, what a play from the senior quarterback.
Beautiful pass. That great chemistry. I mean, they're good friends on and off the field, so it's no question why that worked out great.
And right there, trusting his receiver, really putting under like that. it takes a lot of time and, like you said, the chemistry and the timing to throw that ball and give Dante time to run underneath it. He didn't just throw up for a prayer. He put it right where his receiver could make a play on it.
It was just right in the basket, perfect in stride. Dante didn't even really have to slow down for it. It was just right on the money. Great throw.
But also, all those running plays really trying to drew the LaVille defense in. That was a nice recognition by Whitaker for that call.
Yeah, he knew he'd been kind of working him, getting him conditioned that whole first half. All right, they're thinking run, run, run. Can't catch him off guard with a little pass.
And you got to believe Coach Kaiser's got something dialed up here for his offense, this next offensive drive. Oh, are you serious?
Stirring them up.
Okay. So a 2-play drive. Not much time ran off the clock.
No, not really.
Nice quick. Come out the gate, make use of that deferral.
Workman sends a high kick. It's going to drop about the 15-yard line for LaFave. LaFave has a block. He goes upfield. Stetzel makes the initial hit, and he hangs on to him. Connor Stetzel with a nice play there on special teams.
It's a great kick by Dante. Yeah, it didn't quite get all the way down there, but it sails nice and high, giving your kickoff team plenty of time to get down there.
You know, and LaVille did a good job covering the kick with nice recognition by Stetzel to get through and get the tackle.
You just got to fight through, use those dip and rip strategies you use at linebacker position. Fight past those front line.
Coach Stewart relaying in his defensive call. His players on the field.
Did great on offense. Now you got to turn around, hold them on defense. Those Lancers are not going to let that sit.
3 down linemen, the outside linebackers looking to go. And we got a first flag of the second half and then a false start called on the offense. Be their third penalty.
Well, if we can see for sure what. Didn't really see anybody.
The near side officials, what saw, made the call.
Had a better angle than we did. Just shows those Lancers are ready to fire out and give it back to them.
All right, here we go. First down and 15 from their own 28-yard line. Zarnecki under center. Goes to Cody Allen. He continues to climb through. Allen going through. Brought down by Tanner Whithoyo. As Triton was trying to rip at that ball on a nice gain on first down there.
See, Isai pointing to himself. He's like, that's on me. Won't let it happen again. Seen that little misdirection off the start. I think it's coming there to that right side and cut back left.
So up to the 36. Be second down and 7.
Just reset your eyes. Read your same keys every time. Don't get caught up with any of the extra stuff.
Gain of 8 on the play for Allen, and a flag on the play.
I believe that's Wayne Reichert on that far side.
Encroachment on the defense.
Got a little antsy.
So both teams with a penalty on either side here on this drive.
Of course, I jinxed it there in that first half, saying I hadn't seen any of these silly little flags.
When I told you when we first met, I said the broadcasters' jinx is a thing.
Yep. We just don't hope we don't have to break out the Tide.
Yeah, break out the washing machine. So LaVille knocking on the door here, second down and 2. After the Triton penalty. Goes to Cody Allen. Allen up the field. It gets brought down. Tripped up. Colton Reynolds helps with Isai Limler and company. But Colton Reynolds makes the tackle for his 5th tackle of the ball game. His first solo tackle.
A lot of speed right there. I mean, he gets there in the backfield, but then he was chasing from behind. Can't believe he caught back up to that one. See a lot of good communication from this Triton defense. That's what you need. Make sure everybody knows where they're going, seeing the different formations line up.
Triton linebackers coach trying to direct the pressure. Now they're going to go up. Allen's going to go through. Triton stops him on third down. Vinny Prater, the Stallion, leads the charge.
Getting fired up. See that on that replay? Just fights on, stays that nice heel depth, doesn't get too far caught up in the backfield, waits for that running back to come right to him and just seals the play.
What a play from Vinny Prater right out the gate. Boy, he made the contact because there was 2 big old boys coming behind with Isai Limler and Brady Shue.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you've seen right there, that whole play was muddled up. Every Triton player doing a great job right there. Battle of that front line.
Stafford back to kick. Here comes the pressure. He'll drop it. Blocked up front by Triton. East side Limmer. Jaden Overmeyer's got it. Overmeyer. He has the sideline. Down he goes. And he's going to go in for a score. We got a flag over here on the near sideline. East side Limmer blocked the kick initially. Overmeyer caught it and took it the distance. Oh, I think they're going to call it back as there's a flag on the play here on the near side.
The way they looked at there, the sideline, thought it was like a sideline warning.
A sideline warning on the Trojans. So the touchdown will count for Jaden Overmeyer. Off the block hit, Triton scores of a block kick. So Jaden the Jet Overmeyer off the block kick from Eastside Limler. Eastside Limler with the block got a hand in there and made the block. And Jaden Overmeyer, it's like that tip drill. You got to look where the ball's at, and he did a nice job and found the outside.
He had his head on a swivel looking around, finding that ball, falls right in his hands, and he just takes off with that sideline speed like we've talked about. Great play, great recognition. All Triton hands getting in on that one.
I don't know how far away he was.
I could see it. I was just excited.
And Workman with the kick. He splits the uprights, and Triton extends their lead off the block kick. What a play by the Triton defense to stand tall, forcing a 3-and-out. They go to kick and then get in there and get a hand up after a penalty that almost gave them a first down.
Yeah, I mean, like I've said, I'm really proud of what I'm seeing from this Triton defense tonight. Making great stops. I mean, got a big burly line on that Lancer side. They're going to drive out hard. You got those lead blockers coming out, firing out hard, but Triton not backing down at all. Holding their ground, making great stops. Great plays come from it.
So I was just talking to Landy. He had to be around the 30 or the 35. Kenny's going to look here.
What about the
40?
40? Yep.
So Jaden Overmeyer with the 40-yard returned blocked punt.
And he doesn't even have his helmet on out there.
You know, I don't care what anybody says. Special teams are special for a reason, and right there shows off why.
I mean, that's what they say. Special teams, special plays, special players.
So Triton, 2 scores here in the second half. 1 on defense, on special teams. Boy, it all happened so fast. I didn't know where they were around the yardage-wise.
I'm sure a ref giving him something.
Some conversation there.
Getting something figured out.
Dante Workman and Vinny Prater, quick conference.
I'd seen Vinny messing with his helmet. Might have been checking the equipment.
Cody Allen and LaFave back to return. LaFave had a nice return the last time.
Got an extra chip on your shoulder now as a Lancer.
Workman sends it into motion. Line drive kick, pushing it towards LaFave. It takes a bounce. He'll pick it up about the 7-yard line. LaFave going to try to cut upfield. Gets off his block is Hudson, and he'll push him out of bounds. And here comes the Triton defense and sends him out of bounds. Wayne Riker leading the charge there.
See Isaac Quintana, first one down there with that speed. Kind of stalls him up. He has to stutter. Leaves plenty of time for the rest of the Triton Trojans to get down there.
You don't have to always be the hammer. You can go down and hold the board so the hammer can get there.
Yeah. Just make sure your thumb's out of the way.
Make sure your thumb's out of the way, and that's exactly what Quintana did.
Yeah, he did.
His thumb was out of the way there.
He's not catching a stray.
Boy, I might have to make a new thing now for block punts on my stat list. So 3 down linemen for the Trojans. Zarnecki works out of the shotgun from his own 26. Goes to Allen. Allen has a look up the middle, and he's going to try to bounce it back towards the right hash. And a nice gain on first down, about 6 yards on the carry.
Really a quick handoff. It almost looked like the snap was going like right towards Allen. Zarnecki just kind of crowds it, gets it right in his gut.
So 2nd down and about 4, I believe. Yep, 6 yards on the carry. So Allen almost to 90 yards on the night. He's over the 80-yard mark.
Here's Stewart coaching up his linebackers, getting a shift.
Right back to Allen. They like that right side. He continues to run through it. Eastside Limler initially makes the hit. And on the tackle there, I believe was Maddox. Denny was on the assisted tackle. And Eastside Limler. Rensberger also in there for the tackle.
love what I'm seeing from Ben McFarland as that safety, just flying downhill, ready to make a hit. Former safety, I love to see them flying downfield, filling that alley.
My apologies, Rinsberger. I was right. Maddox Denny in on the tackle. There's a guy that's been everywhere tonight. After that first down play, Amor gets outside, just gets away from the outstretched tackle. Jaden Overmeyer slows him down.
Gage Riffle to finish it off. Getting fired up.
Loss of about 2.
Nice, slow to get up.
Looks like it was just a little cramp. Got him stretched out. He's all good.
Well, must be in the air. Oh, guess well, Ryan's got his headset on. We can unmute him.
He doesn't have his.
He's got his headset on now. Well, you can tell it's early with football with cramps. I had my calf hit it this morning when I woke up.
I was hoping we could get through this game without talking about leg cramps.
Well, guess what? You didn't make it all the way through. Zarnecki rolls out to the hill, step up in the pocket, takes the pass away. He has the outside. He's going to try to get there. He has plenty of space. Zarnecki for the first down. What a nice job there by Colin Zarnecki to see the pressure step away and go up and step up to his left and for the nice run.
You know, he got just about, somebody got a hand up there, just threw him off a little bit, so he had to go to plan B. You know, right there.
Brady Shoe.
Great job by Connor Amor on that left side to really kick out, keep that pocket alive so that Zarnecki can step up and, get a great run out of that. He sees all of his options are covered up, those Trojan DBs, but he just tucks the ball, runs himself. He's got that speed.
Their second first down here on this drive. Allen trying to bounce upfield, and he'll meet big Brady Shoe. Leads the charge.
Him getting fired up. Love when Brady gets into it.
Nice job there by Brady Shoe to wrap up and bring him down. 1 yard on the gain for Allen. Second down and 9. Inside 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. LaVille 1 yard away, a couple yards away from getting into Triton territory. Zarnecki going to keep it, and he's going to come through. Colton Reynolds, the torpedo, strikes again.
Firing downhill. I mean, sees that gap, he shoots it. You're an O-lineman. You got to make sure you're seeing that middle linebacker.
And Connor Stetzel also, he comes up, congratulate him. That's why I call him the torpedo. With the way the Colton Reynolds plays, he disappears from it, and he's there in a hurry, and he makes the tackle.
Yeah, you take one blink, all of a sudden he's there blowing everything up.
Very stealthy linebacker. Very quick and
filling those gaps very well tonight. I mean, it's great to see because you worry about the only 3 down linemen now for Triton, but you got the linebackers filling it out well.
4 wide receivers set as Allen goes in motion as he works across the line. Allen trying to get separation, and Zarnecki going to disguise, goes across Riffle on the defensive side. It's over, and it's out of bounds. Incomplete. He had a play on it. It was good. Soselski had a shot here. Braden, I'll let you break it down.
So you see you have that motion going away, trying to get some receivers spread out. Doesn't see anything on that back. Checks down, sees it. You see Gage keeping his little distance. He does not want to get called for that flag again. But right there just to force him out to the end zone.
But what a nice attempt by Soselski to try to bring that one in. But going back to the progressions there with Zarnecki. For a high school kid, well, a senior, you want to see them go through the progressions? He did that just there.
You could see his eyes moving around. He was checking every receiver. Finally sees one, throws a great pass, just can't quite corral it in.
Workman to return, Stafford to kick. Line drive kick. Workman's going to take it about the 18-yard line. Dante Workman's got the near sideline. He's going to kick out the Jets. Dante Workman stops and goes, and he'll go out at the Triton 45-yard line.
Oh, I didn't want that.
From the 18 to the 45 he goes.
So 27-yard run.
Yeah.
Wow. I still got it.
Well, I may have to go back to school here. I'm figuring this math thing, at least addition. At least addition, all right. Now we get into long division and everything else. I don't know what I'm, that's where the calculator comes in handy.
Yep.
It's what it's there for. Might as well use it.
That's what it's there for. 2 drives for the Lancers in both end and a punt. Triton blocked the first one. This will be Triton's second offensive drive here of the second half. I formation for McFarland. He'll go to Overmeyer. He finds a spot, and he'll go up to the 50-yard line. 5 yards on the carry for the Jet as he lands a nice run there on first down.
Looks like he's right there at midfield. Not quite.
Oh, not quite. I thought they were going to give it to him. Oh, they're marking a couple yards back. So only a 3-yard run on the play.
Must have seen that knee just hit the ground a little sooner.
Hey, they got the better angle than we do down there.
No, yeah, I don't blame them. I can't see everything up here.
It's a little different up here. I told you. We may be up higher. We may see some things they don't see, but they see a lot more than we do down there on the field.
Yeah, hard to get some reads up here.
2nd down and 7. Vinny Prater trying to go through. He'll find the 50 yards. He just gets through there.
Bunch of Lancers stopping him just right there at the line.
Short gain up to the 50-yard line. Brings up 3rd down and 5 for the Trojans.
Just making sure.
Yep. I've seen it.
3rd down and 5 now.
That's what really makes it tough with these two teams. You have so many people flying to the ball, can't get everybody their credit.
Triton 3 of 5 in the first half on 3rd down. Outside to Overmeyer. He's going to try to cut back up field, and he's going to come up short. Be about 4th down and 2 coming up. And Triton looks like they might. So they're going to sit on the kick team.
Another great block by Isaac Quintana, just on that edge, holding it out really well. You see those linebackers trying to fire out, set that edge. If they get out a little too wide, he's just going to crash them out, kick them right out of the play.
And like, oh no, they're going to go for it. 4th here on 4th and 2.
I like the aggression.
In LaVille territory on their 48-yard line, 47-yard line. Now Vinny Prater going to try to get upfield. He runs to his blockers. Prater has to adjust, and he's not going to get there. He's going to be about a yard shy. The Lancers turnover on downs for the Trojans.
They were all over that one. They knew that was a big stop they needed to get.
It's Triton's 2nd turnover on downs on the day.
I still like the aggression there from Triton to try to go after it.
So now if you're LaVille, okay, we stopped them on 4th down. We're near midfield. This is a team, look for them to be aggressive here on this drive.
Yeah, I mean, you just got some momentum right there. Now you got to make something happen with it. They got all the skill to do so.
Stetzel and Reichert, the 2 outside linebackers. Limler and Reynolds, the 2 interior linebackers for the Trojans. As it's now 1st down and 10 from their own 46 and a quarter yard line. Isn't quite half.
The officials get set up.
Zarnicki under center. Goes out to Allen, and Allen gets wrapped up in a hurry. I believe Connor Stetzel in on the tackle.
Yep. Colton Reynolds definitely in there to help it. Him getting fired up. You always know when he's in on a play because he's just immediately fired up, looking in that sideline, making sure everybody's knowing.
Zarnicki now 2nd down and 10, no gain on the play. Here comes the pass. He's looking downfield. He has time. Throws one deep to LaFave. It's too far out of the bounds. Incomplete. 3rd down and long coming up.
See Stewart talking to him, a little unhappy about that coverage. A little bit too much distance for your liking, but got a little lucky that it was just a little bit outside.
LaVille, 3rd down's not been their friend here today. 2 of 7 coming into this attempt here. 3rd down and 11, or 10.
I feel like that play came out in a hurry. I didn't even really see him come over.
Prater needs to get back. Now he gets set.
Got that trips
So
on that
5 wide receiver set. Zarnicki goes back to throw. Here comes the pressure. Zarnicki steps up into the pocket. He rolls to his right. He's going to have to get rid of it. Throws it down the field. A low pass. And I think they got the first. They're going to say it's a catch there. What a play by Braden Schwitz to get underneath the ball there for the catch.
Let's see if we can catch it on the end there. Might be just slightly off camera.
I don't know if Chris got that one or not.
See Maddox coming off, chasing him down.
He got under it.
Great throw there, not even having his feet set on the move. Seen a lot of that tonight from Zarnicki. Comes up out of the pocket.
Zarnicki rolls left, gonna keep it. Gets brought down. The mailman delivers a tackle there. And Riffle.
Yeah, Zarnicki's had to use those feet quite a bit. Sees the pocket collapse, he steps up, sees green grass, he'll take it.
going back to that passing play, Zarnecki showing all sorts of patience. There's no panic with this kid. Keeps his eyes downfield, waits for the receiver to get open to throw that one down there. That was a good play by him.
That's
outstanding.
That's where he really sets that seniority show that he's had all that time. He's not getting worried about all that pressure coming his way.
Send Neese in motion. He's going to be the lead blocker for Allen. Allen goes up and Triton steps out. Dynamite Dante Workman with the tackle.
Nice and low, just going right at the hip. Don't care about his size. He's coming down.
So third down coming up here.
I kind of like having this double safety look. I mean, both sides are just real aggressive people coming fast downhill. Smart can read it. I like what I'm seeing from this defensive scheme.
Zarnecki out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to the right. Neese in the short position there is Allen. And here comes Connor Stetzel! Sit him down, young man! And Zarnecki slow to get up. Connor Stetzel came out like a rocket, and there's a flag on the play. They're going to call personal foul. Face mask on the Trojans.
I don't know if he quite
Stetzel, did he
got there or not?
See the play. Stetzel got in there. I think he got him on the inside of the shoulder pads.
Yeah. Might have been more like a horse collar.
Got him kind of the horse collar on the front side there.
Still not quite a conventional tackle, so got to throw that flag.
Officials sorted out. So 58 points, just inside a minute to go here in the third. A big sack for Stetzel, but might be get waved off here. So they're going to mark off some yards. They're going to move Triton back and let the Lancers go forward on the face mask penalty. Whitaker asking for an explanation. It was a good effort by Stetzel.
Yeah, he got there. I mean, it wasn't quite blindside because, I mean, Zarnecki kind of looked at him, but Connor was just full steam ahead before he could get out of the way.
So a 15-yard penalty. We'll move the chains. So the Lancers now deep into Triton territory, about the 27-yard line. So see how Triton responds here. I believe Zarnecki's off the field.
Yeah, bring Schwitz back in there for gun.
Schwitz, he can handle it. Odie Allen tries to go upfield, and Colton Reynolds wraps him up and brings him down.
Another good stop. Fired up. Looks at that sideline.
Fire the torpedoes again. I believe he's got 7 tackles here on the evening.
Got to have those certain role players that get the team fired up. I mean, back in my day, it was always Riley Wood. I'd look over at him. Hey. He was always getting the crowd pumped up.
Hey, I saw a post from his mom earlier today. I do miss the lumberjack clearing the way there. I got a flag on the play here and a false start on the Lancers. Their second penalty here in the third quarter. And the old lumberjack clearing timber. Didn't matter how dense that forest was of opposing players, he cleared the way.
He was fighting his way through there.
Of course, you get to coach with him now.
Yeah, he'll be back here soon, still recovering from that surgery he just had.
Although there's another middle linebacker that did some nice plays standing here to my right.
See if they get off in time. Doesn't look like it.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Triton leads 21-6 as LaVille will continue to drive on the Triton 30-yard line. We'll take a break here in the third quarter. We'll be back for the fourth right after this.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Matt's one-car, two-bedroom apartment with a home office/home gym insurance. We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen/art gallery insurance.
And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with the two-car garage/rehearsal space insurance.
Have you seen my hockey socks?
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to the Trojan Tundra. I'm Andy O'Hara. Alongside me here this evening is Brayton Cunningham, Kenny Barnhart, and the Hall of Famer Orion Limler here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network, broadcasting live on YouTube and the IHSA Champions Network, as well as our student crew here with Lewis, Silas, Caden, Chris, and Braylon running our sideline cameras and photography and social media here for us tonight. As the Trojan cheerleaders sending out some souvenirs for fans showing up to tonight's game.
Everybody eager to get a shirt.
I don't know.
Well, always you want a good shirt.
I'm going to have to start asking if they can hit, they can hit the window.
Stick a
here.
hand out through here.
Oh, we're on the ball. We're ready to go for the
they're ready
to
for
start.
Second down and 13 from the Triton 30-yard line. Two wide receivers split to either side. Zarnecki back at the quarterback position. Here comes Vinny Prater, falls down, has time. He'll just throw it out of bounds as he felt the pressure. Prater beating himself up. This is now where that. Oh, we got a player slow to go. We got a Triton player cramping up. I believe that's Wayne Reichert, I do believe.
Or Gabe. Or, no, yet.
And official timeouts.
The good sportsmanship. I mean, you seen Zarnecki walk over there to try to help him get those cramps out.
Oh, and now Vinny Prater down with a cramp. That's the unfortunate end of the Jade Overmeyer helping him to his feet.
He can't quite get.
Well, it's starting to look like a graduation we saw on the 4th of July, Orion.
That's how you know it's a first game.
You want me to call you at 4 a.m. when that's happening to me?
Oh, no, I woke so mine this morning. I think happy to see Vinny get off and okay. Those cramps, and I know how that feels. That is painful.
Absolutely. Calf cramps are the worst.
Now, see, like Kenny can appreciate. So when for us, we showed sheep as well. We showed those our forage. You shear sheep. You shear about 20 of those on one day and staying on that concrete all day, and you're leaning over. And boy, I will never forget both legs going at a restaurant. I had to crawl out to the parking lot from inside the restaurant. I will never forget. But Jackson this morning got to experience Dad freaking out. It went to grab, and I scared Jackson this morning. But Orion knows all too well. But Wayne Reichert up under his own powers. They get stretched out. It's just kind of one of those. It's that first game of the season.
Got this far into it. A lot of times, especially with those hot games, sometimes in that second quarter, sometimes you'll start seeing that coming up. So getting here into this fourth.
And you're getting later on where that hydration becomes more important. It gets harder to keep yourself hydrated when you're in the flow of the game.
Exactly. That's why it's got to start at the beginning of the week. And first game of the year, you just didn't quite start it early enough.
As Eric will hustle off the field. Fans cheering him on. Eric Callahan, everybody. His athletic training duties. Vinny gets stretched out on the sideline. Now we go third down and 13. The incomplete pass. Middle misdirection. Zarnecki across the middle. Too high of a pass, and Stetzel. Incomplete as it hits the ground. Almost came up with a big interception.
Brings it in. Seeing that replay.
Oh, yep. Just a microsecond behind it.
I figured something was coming up like a screen pass because I was like, I don't see Zarnecki moving a whole lot right there. It's not typical for him to just kind of stand and watch. Now letting that screen pass develop. Great job by Connor to at least be there in position.
For the Trojans, this would be a big stop as they're going to go for it on fourth down. Rightly so now in the fourth quarter, down by 2. Down by a few scores, down by 15, down by 3 scores. A couple scores there. And we're going to get a timeout for the Trojans right before the snap. So fourth down and 13 coming up after this.
Stewart going to get that defense figured out. Came out in a little bit of a tricky look. Not quite prepared for it.
Yeah, that's where the massage. I'll tell you what, my brother and I, we had I'm going to give Jordan Nickus some props there. When Danny went to research, he told me that I need to get one of those massage guns. Oh, that is the greatest invention of mankind.
One for you.
I bought one. I bought one a few months ago. Oh my goodness! I feel like I took 10 years off. Holy cow!
Yeah, junior year, that was one of the first birthday presents I asked for. My birthday over in September, I was like, yeah, mid-season, yeah, get me a massage gun, get these cramps out.
It changed my life. Let me tell you, between the back pain, the shoulder pain, there's some things we can't fix, but boy, I'll tell you, that thing is a game changer.
Gets that recovery good as new.
Just don't let Jackson run it for you because he'll find that bone and it'll bounce and oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
That's not a knot.
Oh, that's my kneecap, son. No, wrong spot. Don't go there.
That won't feel better.
It will not. So they're going to shift things around here. Triton confused. They got trips here to the left. Neese is going to go out to the right side. 5 wide receiver set as Zarnecki goes back to throw. Here comes the pressure. No holding call here as Bradley. Now it's there. A touchdown, but this one's coming back, I do believe, as Riffle was held coming across the line, the flag in the backfield.
Make sure what we
lucky
see.
right there.
Yeah, when Riffle was trying to go through, got held up.
Yep.
Is the call. You'll watch there at the top of your screen. Gavin Riffle gets a good break out of this one here, Braden.
Yep, they're on that far side coming around past 72.
Yep, and got held up there, got tugged on the jersey.
Yeah, we definitely caught a break there in that second level.
It was
not let him get past you.
Good play design, good way to disguise that and really open things up.
Yeah, they come on that one look and then they shift over to it, just what they had set up in right before that timeout. Yep. See Colton pointing at his helmet. Got to be smart here. Got to pay attention to that down and distance. Cannot let them get behind you.
And for LaVille, 11:40 to go. It's 4 down territory wherever you're at right now. There's one man in the backfield. Zarnecki gets an extra blocker. Here comes Esai Limler. The Cyclone can't get there. Zarnecki steps up, fires one down the field. He has the fave. Workman! Dante Workman's intercepted it! I do believe. And Dante Workman.
We got 2.
No call yet.
Is that another flag on the field?
There's a flag back here on the field. Trying to figure out what's going on here.
They're talking it out.
Here's your
Dante looked like he got inside it here.
Great high point right there.
Yeah, he got it. Dante corralled it. Yeah, Dante Workman comes down with the ball, but a flag back here, standing right there right now at the 40-and-a-half-yard line. And a personal foul now called, I believe, on the Trojans. Roughing the passer.
Oh, wow.
And a first down for the Lancers. So wipe off the interception.
Can't wipe off that great play, though. Yeah, great high point. Finds the ball.
Two back-to-back really great throws by the Lancers.
Yeah, I mean, he's faced pressure almost every single time they've dropped back for a pass, and he's not getting worried by it and just still making his good throw on his good progression checks.
So the 25-yard line, first down and 10. So, yep, no interception by the nice play by Dante Workman. A late hit call. Sets the Lancers up at the 25-yard line. Trips. Oh, they're going to they're going to go trips to the right. Empty backfield for Zarnecki. His Neese now is going to settle back in and get on his left hip. Zarnecki has Allen across the middle, and Esai Limler bats it down.
I didn't get that.
The Cyclone comes in and knocks it down.
Seeing this replay? Yeah, plenty of adjustments, keeping the Triton defense on their toes.
The Cyclone coming through like a storm, possessed to knock that one down.
He's got that height, throws those hands up. I mean, you're not really seeing much past that.
You know, Esai, ever since I've watched him take his first snap out here in the varsity level, he can go. Official timeout.
Oh, couldn't see it.
What were you looking for?
I was looking to see where that roughing the passer.
Oh.
But just camera moved away, and I haven't got a chance to look at any other shots.
So second down and 10. Zarnecki drops back. Quick hitter. Oh, and right through the hands of Braden Schwitz. Had him there and couldn't quite corral it.
Yeah, that was real quick. I mean, those receivers got downfield real fast. It was just a quick little drop, step, and throw. Got to stay on your toes as Triton defense. I mean, you know the LaVille Lancers got to be coming at you with a bunch of passes. They're going to be throwing all their different looks at you, trying to find something to get in that end zone.
3rd down, 10.
Pay attention to that down and distance. You know what's coming.
2 wide receivers either side for Zarnecki. Here comes the pressure. He'll step up in the pocket, gets hit as he throws deep to the end zone. Incomplete as it goes into the band. I believe Maddox Denny with some pressure and company. Couldn't quite tell who else was in there on that one.
See if you can take a look there.
Connor Stetzel on the far side. We're on the close
Oh, I
side.
couldn't catch who that was on that.
That good hit right after he lets it out.
Just past the outstretched arms of Cody Allen.
Even that, I think it would have been out looked like you'd been out the end zone.
They've been close. They go into the pole vault, Matt.
Showing off that good arm from Zarnecki. I mean, he can really get it downfield if he needs to.
So 4th down and 10. Zarnecki again to throw. Tries to lead it to Nees, who calls for it, and he drops it, and it's a turnover on downs for the Lancers. Trojan fan base fired up there. And the big thing, though, if you're Triton, it's now got to try to drain that clock as quickly or as much as possible.
You're just trying to drain down the minutes. A lot of runs I'm expecting, just coming down, trotting down, get a couple yards, keep getting first downs to keep delaying that clock. As those Lancers, this is where you really got to show off your grit and just get a good stop. Vinny coming out, finding his mouth guard.
Important details. Important details. You always got to go find those.
Seemed like he knew right where it was.
Yeah, I was surprised. He just ran right to the 41 and picked it up.
Didn't have Jim Harbaugh to bring it to him as he did for his team the other day. I saw that on social media. McFarland hands off to Jaden Overmeyer, and the Jet rumbles forward for a nice gain on 1st down, 2nd down, and short coming up.
See a couple Lancers trying to get there at his feet, and he just hops out of it, and keeps running. Really some great running tonight by Jaden Overmeyer.
And Jaden has really worked on his craft to run the football and run efficiently.
Absolutely. Downhill, not getting down out. He's getting contact at the line of scrimmage pretty much immediately, but then he's just fighting through, making every Lancer work for it to bring him down.
So Whithoyle splits out right. Allen to cover. Farland under center. Goes back to Overmeyer. Overmeyer on the drive here, trying to get forward, and LaVille with a nice stand. Oh, they're going to say a fumble. Can't quite see. There's a lot of bodies in the way.
Yeah, I'm not sure we're going to have a great shot. We'll see here after they say what.
Overmeyer still has it. Ball must have been poked loose.
Yep, still has it there. See if we see anything of why they had a little confusion there.
Yeah, dropped the ball there. It did drop out there at the end, and you see Overmeyer scoop it up.
Yeah, he just hops right back on it.
Barely see it down there. We need to get the little yellow marker.
Nope,
there it is.
Are you doing replay on any of the other angles? Or?
If I can see one that works.
Oh.
Too many to look at and watch and push buttons. And
3rd down and a long one. Prater going to try to fight through, and it's going to be close, and I think he's got the 1st down.
I think he's got it.
And does.
That's the big thing here from Triton now. You just got to make sure you're taking care of that football. Both sides had some issues early on, some fumbles, but you got to take care of it if you want to drain that clock out effectively and finish off this game.
Connor Stetzel checks in as well as Ryder Gayhart. Whithoyle relays the play in.
See some adjustments from that front line for Lancers coming in.
Two teams fighting hard here this evening on an opening day ball game. We've had a good one.
Oh yeah, couldn't ask for a better start to the season.
And Gayhart gets the carry, and they will stop him short of the line to gain. Oh, and now little tempers flaring a little bit.
That rivalry, I mean, yeah, like you said, both teams are very competitive. I mean, and a lot of them know each other, so they're really trying to fight and get that win. Emotions can get a little high.
McFarland under center. Goes outside to Prater. Prater plants his foot and goes upfield in a hurry. Vinny Prater, the Stallions, free for a Triton first down.
Great block by Jaden Overmeyer there. Really unselfish. I mean, just because you're not getting the ball doesn't mean you're not going hard on your play. Great job by both of these two in the backfield tonight. Got to take just as much pride in your blocks as you do that run. He really did so right there.
This whole team just really coming together as a collective group. Like I said, getting those blocks, those unselfish plays, you really see players stepping up here.
Yeah, something Whitaker can definitely be proud of when he watches it back in film tomorrow.
McFarland goes to Overmeyer. He'll cut upfield. Overmeyer's free. Jaden Overmeyer kicks on the Jets. Jaden Overmeyer still on his feet trying to go. Touchdown! Jaden Overmeyer, his third score of the night.
So we're right at this line of scrimmage.
From 48 yards away.
Cuts back left, just breaks free of a tackle, and then finds the gap, and green grass straight ahead. Can't quite chase him down by Zarnecki. Great effort, though, at least to try.
48 yards away. Or was it 52? Where was he at? It was so quick, I was calling the play. Got a towel down here in the middle of the field.
We'll get this in, and we'll see if we can.
So Workman, riffle to hold, and LaVille gets the block as it's Stafford that comes in and blocks the point after touchdown attempt, and it's no good. And Triton extends their lead 27-6.
Good takeaway, but there by the Lancers. I mean, yeah, you let a big run go, but I mean, you're not giving up there in that extra point. I mean, you got to come fire and get that block. I mean, that's a good thing to see. Good takeaway that you're keeping that effort that whole time.
They're 48.
So they're 48. So he did get a 48-yard score. So Jaden Overmeyer having himself tonight 3 touchdowns, one from 11 yards away, another one from 40 yards away after the blocked punt, and then a 48-yard run there for a score.
Yeah, great night for him at the start of the season.
He's blocking, he's making tackles. Jaden Overmeyer is everywhere tonight.
As is every blue hat we're seeing. When did they get that towel picked up?
The tarmac's been open for the Jet here tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to see some tarmac tomorrow.
Well, I don't know. We're gonna at least see the parking lot in the what do you call it? The
check-in.
The check-in. What do you call it? The terminal.
Yep, terminal. There you go.
As we're unfortunately going to say goodbye to Lewis, as he is going to be making his way home to Ireland.
To what?
To his out there with his family that lives out there. It's been an honor to have Lewis. I'll tell you, he's been a treat to have.
Go get her.
Go get her. And let me tell you, we're going to have remote support from Ireland. I can promise you that.
He'll be doing anything he can from afar.
Yes, he will. He will not go away quietly.
He'll be very missed. Always a just bright soul, brings a smile to your face when you talk to him.
Absolutely. Dante Workman to send it away. High kick. Will get picked up, bounces at the 28, and they'll pick it up at the 27-yard line. And Allen in short game, but Triton covers it well. Big man all fired up as Brookins.
See Isaac Quintana there on that tackle.
Isaac Quintana making several nice plays here on special teams.
That quick speed from that track.
Yeah, there's Lewis down there, and Silas and Caden, the meeting of the minds down there. I'll tell you, Ryan, you got to be proud of your teenagers. They're working hard tonight, as always.
Getting every angle for us.
So first down and 10 from their own 28 for Zarnecki, who works back out of the shotgun. Neese is on, or I believe Allen's on his right hip, and he's going to shovel pass, double shovel pass with the play there, and Allen stopped there.
Gage Riffle.
Gage Riffle, another big defensive play for the mailman.
Nobody out here is afraid to tackle. Every corner's coming in, crashing down. As soon as they see that run, they're going straight at the football. Real good aggression, something to be really happy about from this Triton defense.
Kind of a different play there. The shovel pass to an option to the right.
Yeah.
What do you call that play?
I don't know.
Double option?
Jet sweep option. Making up my own playbook up here.
Yeah.
They're saying double pitch down here.
Double pitch is what they are.
Sounds a
to the
little
right.
bit better.
Zarnecki looking down the field, fires a dart. LaFave gets it, and a big tackle. As Dynamite Dante Workman will stop him. I believe it might be just shy of a first down. Third down and they're going to give it to him first down. Now they gave him a first down.
Chains are moving.
Oh.
The official timeout. They had the chain set. LaVille ran to the line. Now they get him set.
Lance is ready to get another playoff.
I like this move that Lance has got to hurry up here. Zarnecki, quick strike, low pass, bounces off the Tundra and rolls out of bounds.
I like what you did there. It's off the Tundra.
Gotcha.
Quick with that wordplay. I don't know how you do it.
You know, well, I don't know. Experience.
Just a little miscommunication on that cross route.
He should wait till he's around with basketball when what used to be TCU, but
Everwise.
Yeah, Everwise.
Yeah. Zarnecki steps up and again, and Triton brings him down. Isaiah Limler with the sack. The Cyclones been busy tonight. A batted pass, a blocked punt, and now a sack to his credit.
A lot of things to show for her. A lot of hard work. I mean, it all equates. Working hard in practice, you're going to have great things happen come game day.
Oh, yeah, wait till the Everwise thing. I work on so many puns just for that one. And well, I have to. My wife works for Everwise, so I do my best to.
I have an account at TCU, and
it's Everwise.
Yeah, I just now found out a month ago that it's Everwise.
That's been changed for like 2 years.
Yeah, I just now found out the other day. I was like,
I can tell you right now, my better half's at home shaking her head at you, Brayden. Zarnecki rolls to the right, up, nice pass for LaFave, gathers it in. He'll go to the sideline. Fourth down coming up.
I'd opened up a savings account there with my grandma when I was younger, and go check it out the other day, and they're like, yeah, this is dormant. Because I didn't even know it was Everwise.
Now they're going to say it's a first. Now it's a first down, so they convert. Are they sure here?
Well, they're not moving.
There you go.
As the officials, they're saying first down. This chain gain was stopped.
We have to go back and see where we were.
We're going to have to check that spot. A little premature movement by the chains.
See if you can see. Not really. Still, they got about 8 yards to go.
Yeah, still got ways to go there. It wasn't quite a first down.
Now they got to get reset where they were.
I mean, we can help them out. We got the feed here. You know, and I'm going to go back here while we have a minute. The high school, it is not easy. You don't have instant replay. Usually you don't have a spotter telling you where stuff's at. You're doing it all from down there on the field, and a lot of things there's a lot of moving parts. Being on the field and official is not an easy job.
Especially here with football. I mean, you got 11 both sides. It's 22 players to look at. You're looking at the sidelines as well, looking all around. Plenty of things to watch, plenty of things that can happen. Easy to get mixed up.
You can't call New York for support. You don't have a spotter. It's not always easy. You got to give these officials some props.
It's their first game of the season as well.
So the official can run over here. I think they're going to.
So it was on.
So now. All right.
That's what we're going to look and see.
So now TTSN's trying to figure this out now. So Kenny's going to look here.
When they started the play?
They were from the 32. Yes.
And it was 3rd and 16.
Correct.
Now it should be 4th and 5.
Yeah, it looked like from our angle, he ran out there about in the middle.
Watch over to the side.
Okay, slow it down. Yeah, he's 6 yards shy of the first down. It's 4th down. He's 6. Yeah, he's not even near the first down marker. It's like 4th and 5.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like where the chains are set up now.
Boy, you never. Maybe we're New York.
They got. Looks like the chain gangs got about where they need to be. It looks like.
Yeah, that looks reset.
So now they got to reset. A little bit. Everybody's first game of the year. It's a lot of confusion. At least we're getting her straightened out here.
We do what we can up here to help out.
Can text Rodney.
Yep. For what we can see of our replay, we've been there. They do have it where it needs to be.
I can text Rodney if we need to.
So here you got here. Show you what we're watching here.
Is there an irate fan they need to go after or something?
Looks like the 28-yard line on the 32. So you're going to see him get inside the 40 there, and he'll run out of bounds about the 43-yard line. So your first down marker is there on the right side. I think the chain got caught up, and I think that's where the chain game was trying to move themselves, and where the confusion happened.
Yeah, so they're at that 48 is where that first down should be.
So right now 5 yards shy, according to ours. So it's placed correctly on the 43-yard line.
Come wave the head ref to come up here and take a look at it.
Hey, well, hey, we got sideline operators. We can take them to stream. Well, we've never done it before, but we could. Well, Ryan, now you're going to have to get a projector or something down here so we can get a sideline crew.
I was trying to see. It looks like we're having a meeting in the minds of the ADs over there, maybe. I can't zoom in anymore.
So Will Hostrauser and Rodney is trying to straighten things out.
Oh, Rick's over there, too.
Oh, and Rick's over there.
This is our new free kick.
So, talking to our chain gang. I think we're finally figured out, possibly. The 3.
Yep. I think that's
where they're set up. According to our angle, that's right. I think whatever confusion happened, I think we got tied up in the chains, and there may have just been some confusion trying to
get that figured out where it's supposed to be, and then
untangled and then kind of threw everybody off. All right, so 4th and 5 now. It wouldn't be a LaVille Triton game without some weird event happening. Yep. So big shift. Zarnecki going to step up. He's got room. He's going to fire one down the field. It's up and behind. And LaFave comes back and he makes they're going to say hit the ground. The back officials say incomplete.
Let me see. I think I do have a good shot of if this is the right one.
We'll see here. Kenny will throw the replay up.
I think this, and he might have a good shot of it there. Let me speed it up here.
It looked good from this side angle. See if Chris got it. Maybe. Or I can't really. So there you go. You'll see it kind of come into your screen there. So we'll slow it down. Chris making some good shots tonight. Did he check? And then from where the angle's at, I mean, I don't know.
You might check my angle because I got on it when it got caught. But.
So Kenny will probably check on that here in a minute. So either way, Triton comes away with the football. Drama here in the first week of the season.
Lots of moving parts in a football game.
There's a lot of moving parts. McFarland under center. Right back to Vinny Prater. Prater's ran well, and he continues to do so here for a nice gain on first down.
Yeah, I can't tell there.
Yeah, that was about the same deal. It was just
It
right,
just-
right that arm. You couldn't see the.
Could have gotten under it.
Unless where he was going down, where the official could maybe see where maybe
Yep.
he saw the point touchdown there before. I mean,
Yeah, that was a real close one.
Yeah, we can't have enough to overturn it.
well, we can't have enough to overturn it. So,
Yeah,
I mean, right?
ruling on the field will stand.
Yep.
It depends on where angle you're looking at it. Like I said, being a high school official is not an easy job. But hey, and like I always said, if we wanted to be wearing referee officials uniforms, we'd be down there with them. So
I'll keep the headset on.
Prater goes up forward, and he's going to be close to a first down.
Brought down by Selesky again.
Siselsky? It's all right.
Yep. It's.
Trust me, you're just in the first 2 weeks. Just wait till we get a couple.
And it seems like certain schools we go to is like just different names for some reason in that area can just be different.
Yep.
Too many vowels tricking me up.
McFarland settles in, I formation in the backfield. LaVille showing blitz. Overmeyer going to bounce forward. He's got the first down. As the Jet continues to move the ball well, as time ticking away.
There's Cole Stafford catching him on the feet right there.
Yep, there's the clock starting back up. So yeah, now you just as well, burn that play clock all the way down and
Try to finish it out.
Time is your friend. I think Triton's the only one's used a timeout here in the second half. Yep, LaVille has all 3 timeouts. Right up to Vinny Prater. Prater fast and furious on the way.
Met by 3 Lancers.
yeah, I guess Tim was keeping track of timeouts. Normally we don't because it's not shown out there on the scoreboard, but
Tim's a seasoned pro over there in the scoreboard operator.
But he does it for us, and it's kind of a backup for them, too.
Jacob Hudson will relay the play in for the Trojans.
Got some time to switch up some personnel, get him some looks.
Next in, he settles in at right tackle. Prater goes up. Short gain, maybe a yard, or maybe didn't quite get anything on that carry.
Braden Foster on that one. Took me a while for him to turn and see the jersey, number 76.
See, it gets harder when it gets darker to read the uniform. Sometimes it gets a little harder.
And just I seen that 7, and I couldn't quite see if it was a 6 or an 8 or not until he turned fully.
So Triton trying to do something they haven't done since 2017. A win against the Lancers.
I unfortunately couldn't get one in my career.
And that the last time they beat them was the regular season. And that next game was the sectional championship in 2017 where they fell. Overmeyer, I think, is going to be short if his knee was down. And I think they're going to mark him short. So 2 yards on the gain. 4th and 1, I do believe.
Is Overmeyer going to come out after that one?
Yeah, they're going to.
Ryder Gayhart coming in?
So Ryder Gayhart going to check in. Fourth down and I believe 1.
They're going to say.
Yeah, 4th and 1.
There they go. Finally got it updated.
There we go.
Get that clock rolling again.
Yeah, you just as well kill 10 seconds.
Let that play clock run all the way down.
There's no 2-minute warning in high school football. The time can run away.
They're just going to take the penalty.
Well,
Oh, why?
Nope.
They're going to take a
He's
timeout
timeout.
there as he runs all the way down.
Lewis is going to try getting another angle here. Oh.
Silas, yep, there you go. He's learned. Look at that. So when are you going to get a goalpost camera?
You got to climb up there.
Oh, pylon camera. Pylon camera. There you go.
Hey, I wonder if those are still.
A thing. Oh, they're still a thing. But
No, the pylons are on short supply.
Oh, that's right.
I bet they're finally caught up on that.
Oh, they have to be.
Isn't it just a bunch of foam?
Well, it's a.
I don't know what I just got myself into.
Nah.
During COVID, those pylons were sparse. We had firsthand knowledge in the Big Ten college that they said that don't ruin them things because you can't get another one to replace it.
Huh.
Yes, there was a shortage.
Not something I would expect to be on short supply.
Yep.
Oh.
Were orange cones on short supply too?
Well, yeah, they were all being used to direct for their for their COVID their COVID examinations.
Oh.
Or preferred parking spots.
Or preferred parking spots. There you go. 4th down and 1 here after the timeout. Going to go right back to Overmeyer, and LaVille's going to stop him short. Turnover on downs. The Lancers take over.
Just what you like to see from Lancers. Yeah, you may be down a couple scores, but you're not giving up. You got to keep fighting until that clock hits 0.
Yep, you got that stop.
Got to always find the positives, things to look up, just build off of, go on for next week. See what they can bring up here.
Sal's getting a workout tonight. He's got always steps in. So 1st down and 10, minute 47 to go. A flag on the far sideline. And a legal procedure on the Lancers. So Triton going to continue to do what they've done here the last several years, win an opening day win to start the season.
Yeah, because with a little bit of a shake-up in that schedule this year, so normally this would be the second game of the season.
And a conference game.
And a conference game.
Oh, the Big Blue Slam got the first conference win of the season last night at Oregon Davis.
Yep. With a sweep
got a
there.
3-0 sweep.
They'll have a couple games Monday and Tuesday, a couple matches there. Of course, the JV tournament's tomorrow. Pass thrown back and behind and caught there by David Mitchell.
Way to come back to it. Slightly underthrown, but yeah, sees it, comes back to it, secures it.
Do you want to use Chris's camera or do you want to use Lewis? I want to start thinking about
Lewis's
that.
might be more stable.
Allen catches it. So 1st down for the Lancers.
It was a good corral right there. He just reaches with that offhand running and just pulls it into his body. I can't believe he got to that one.
Let me tell you, LaVille, even though a loss here today for them to start the season, but for them, a potential loss here. The game's not over yet. But yet, this is a team there's a lot to build on. There's a lot to like. I mean, they're only going to get tougher as the season goes on.
Yeah, there's a lot of great things. Yeah, he had a couple issues with the handling the ball, but as did Triton. And, I mean, they didn't really let it stop them. They didn't hang their heads right away and just tail between their legs. They kept fighting. They kept making Triton work for every single drive down the field and just not letting him get anything easy. I mean, that's the typical Lancer way we've seen in the past.
And this is a tough team, well-coached team, a team that, won a sectional championship a year ago. This is going to be a tough team down the road, and the LaVille may not be a team you want to face as the season wears on because they're only going to get stronger. Plus, like I said, that new Indiana Northern State Conference.
Yeah, who's LaVille play next week?
So next week, the Lancers will take on North Judson and their others. And a non-conference matchup is.
That'll be a tough. Is what Judson and Knox playing tonight?
Right now.
Yep, as that's down there being played. Action around the Hoosier North. Attica's playing at Culver. Bowman Academy's at South Central. Caston is at Carroll. As we said, Knox is at North Judson. Northfield at North Miami tonight. Pioneers at Lewis Cass and West Central at Winnemac. Also tonight, if you go to the Indiana Northern State Conference, Bremen's at East Noble, Glenn's at Boone Grove, Northwood is at Jimtown, and Wawasee is at Tippecanoe Valley. As that new conference continues to get formed up. Of course, Triton into new sectional now with Fort Wayne, Blackhawk, Fremont, North Miami, Northfield, Southern Wales, and Southwood. So we decided US 31 was the dividing line there. LaVille takes Triton's place in that other sectional. Zarnecki sends a bomb down the field. Lefebvre almost comes up with it.
Two Triton defenders not letting him get any space.
It's halftime at Judson, and they're on top of Knox Redskins, 24-15.
So 24-15, so a tight one down there. Of course, like I said, LaVille replaced Triton in that sectional 41, so that's the only change there. Everybody else that was in sectional 41 is still there together. Final minute of the ball game nearing here. And Zarnecki, of course, will be back out next week. Weather depending on, we'll be able to be on the outside. And here comes, I believe that was Connor Stetzel.
Yep.
Connor Stetzel in there for the sack. And
he's having a great game.
Connor Stetzel.
Been in there giving pressure all night.
He's been flying around. So we will have post-game interview. We'll go down with our scoring drives here tonight. Jaden Overmeyer scored from 11 yards away in the second quarter for our first score of the game. Then a Zarnecki to a Lefebvre acrobatic catch from 24 yards out brought them within one. And then after that, Triton has not looked back. They come out in the third quarter. McFarland to Workman for a 46-yard catch and run. And then a blocked punt by Eastside Limler as Jaden Overmeyer scores with the blocked kick from 40 yards away. And, of course, here in the fourth quarter, Jaden Overmeyer broke away from 48 yards to put Triton up 27-6. Dante Workman, 3 of 4 on the night on his point after touchdown kicks.
A lot of different Triton Trojans getting involved on there, not just one person.
So do you want me to start getting myself? Well, I guess we got time.
Yeah, you got time.
Where do you want me at tonight?
On the field, I think.
Well, yeah, on the field, obviously. I'm not going to go to the parking lot and interview him. Come on now.
Well, it depends on how are they all.
Well, they will go down here, so I can grab them out there midfield. We'll just go I'll just grab Whitaker, and we'll go from there. So are you going down for the interviews? Yeah, you can ask questions tonight.
When you get ready, prop that up so that
yes,
outside the window.
We'll just start working this stuff over here. Braden, you get to ask interview questions tonight.
Oh, boy, I'll be thinking.
Just don't let the smoke out.
Ooh, I don't know. Might pull on Ryan's headset just a little bit. So LaVille back now, fourth down. Here comes the pressure. Zarnecki looking down the field. Going to send one down. He has Neese, and Jonathan Neese pulls it in. They're going to say incomplete as he will be out of bounds.
Just a step outside.
And Triton will take over as they will send out, I believe, victory formation as the Trojans will get their first win against LaVille since 2017 in the regular season in week 2. And the Lancers and the Trojans in the 59th meeting, Triton picks up the win here this evening. That's their 8th win here at home against the Lancers in the all-time meeting. The all-time series dating back to the 1965 season when they initially started playing one another. A lot of conference games there and some pretty good sectional games. And we've seen the last few years where it has been a hard-fought battle. Tonight, you ignore that score, but, yeah, Triton did a really good job getting points up there, but it was a hard-fought game. And Triton just found a way to put up points, and the lucky breaks bounced their way.
Yeah, being a box score watcher on this one does not do justice at all. You got to look back at this game and, yeah, see the hard fight. Line on both sides working, getting their drives, got to creating gaps.
All right, so we'll get the kneel down here, and we'll start getting ourselves set to go down for the post-game interview. As the Trojans are going to start off the season 1-0 here. We'll take a break, and we'll head down to the field for our post-game interviews. For you guys to come in here and do that for an opening win, how important is this win here for you guys to start off the season strong?
It's really important. It's going to put pressure on Bremen, let them know we're ready, and we're going all the way this year.
Anybody want to say hey to before we pull up Coach Whitaker? You better. I can think of a couple.
Hey, like shout them out?
You can give them a shout out. Go right ahead.
I'm going to shout out my dad. I'm going to shout out Whitaker. He pushed me through this whole season. Love it.
All right. Thanks, Jaden. Good luck the rest of the way, big guy.
You.
So Coach Whitaker will get over here when he's ready. Well, Coach, first time Triton's beat LaVille since 2017. Your boys came in. It was a dogfight to start off, but they endured, and they were, I mean, as Hank Stram said, they matriculated everywhere tonight, all over down the field, and really did a good job wearing down the team. What's it like to get that big win here tonight?
I mean, it's huge for us, right? You know, mentally, we had to take that hurdle. We had talked all week that we've got to be physical up front. We've got to be physical, and we definitely came out and did that tonight, and I think that was the key to our victory.
So I played for you under a number of years, and you've always been known to be very well-spoken. What are you going to come out and say starting in film tomorrow?
Well, you know how I am in film. There's still a lot of mistakes to correct. But the one thing about the effort tonight was key, and I'm going to praise that tomorrow. You know, we made mistakes here and there. We were missing linebackers on lead blocks or things like that. But, I mean, overall, and especially in the secondary, got a lot of work to do. But I'm just super proud of how physical they were and the effort that they put in, because that's going to be key to us.
I'm going to go back to one point. We're going to go back to the first half when Ben on that fourth down play got sacked. That was a big play. This team didn't crumble. Ben came back. I mean, yes, it was a little bit longer. We were talking about when are you guys going to go back to the air? And right out of the gate there in that third quarter, Ben comes out and delivers a beautiful ball in time. What was it like to see that kind of step up for him, who's really his first actual start as a varsity quarterback?
Yeah, I know we talked. I said, Ben, what do you need from me? He just goes, tell me to sling the ball. Tell me to be the gunslinger that I am. And at halftime, I said, Ben, here's going to be your opportunity. We're going to give Dante a shot. Just sling the ball like you like to do. And I just have 100% confidence in that kid because of the way he carries himself and how hard he's worked. So I had no doubt that he was going to execute that.
And for your guys tonight, like you said, the defense, they were really swarming. You saw Eastside Limler was a force along the line, but not just him. There's some guys, I'm going to go back, Connor Stetzel. I mean, yeah, he got flagged on that one play, but boy, he was firing off out of his blocks all night.
Yeah, I mean, what I love about our team is we have ones and we have twos, and those twos are always ready to jump in when needed. We had a lot of cramps tonight. We had a conversation about that, and we will. But, you know, our twos stepped up when we needed them, and that's what I love, that we can trust those guys to come in and still execute the way they need to.
Rating, anything else?
What can you say about that really hard running, but then unselfishness that comes with the blocks when they're off the ball?
Yeah, so on one of Jaden's touchdowns, Vinny made a heck of a lead block where you could hear the contact from the sideline. And we tell them all the time, you got to lead block for each other because they're each got the ball, you know, it's about the same, I think, all game. And so that's what I'm trying to do all season. And so I preach, and our running backs coach preached, you got to block for each other. You got to give that effort for each other because you're going to need each other.
What's the message going into next week in a very tough game up at Bungie Field that we're going to travel north on 331 for?
Fix the secondary. We're gonna. I mean, that's got a heck of a passing game over there with those two guys, and so we're definitely gonna have to focus on that. But then bring the physicality we did tonight. I mean, we're a different type of ball team now, and that's what I've been waiting on us to kind of turn the page in physicality and effort. And tonight we did that, and so as long as we continue that, I think we'll be okay.
All right, we're hanging up here from the Trojan Tundra. Triton wins here tonight, 27-6. And until next time, remember the Trojan way.